Voices of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Big up and welcome in. Welcome in. If you saw that little oopsie in the beginning of the countdown, or at some point during the countdown, whoops. Hey, hopefully Spurs do a little bit better tomorrow versus Everton than I did on this intro. But how are you doing? Welcome in to episode number 118 of the Untitled series, or the Immaculate series, whatever series you want to call them. I had no joke there. I was going to make a cheap one, but hey, we move. How's everybody doing in the chat? I see y'all already. Some of y'all already saw me in the countdown because I messed up the intro. It's these damn headphones, man. When I put them in the case, it stops everything, and it... Silly me. Made the same mistake twice. Never thought I'd see the day, but hey, I hope you are too blessed to be stressed, first and foremost. And secondly, make sure you are hitting a like on your way in, and you are subscribed to the channel. There's a poll going right now, just basic, real simple predictions for Spurs versus Everton. Out of 27 votes right now, 70% says Spurs will win confidently. 15% says jammy win for Spurs / the ref will help. So hey, there you go. That's some people who want to reluctantly give us the dub. I try and represent everybody's opinion here. But big up everybody who is partaking in that poll. 7% shared across dodgy draw incoming, and 7% also says Everton gets 5 dubs in a row. I may be mistaken, but they do have 4 Premier League wins in a row. Manchester United absolutely dismantled them, and then since then I think it's been 4 dubs. Let me check and make sure. Everton, yeah, I mean, let me show you. Picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Here they are. Hang on, let me scroll. So right there, those are 4 wins in the Premier League in a row. Not draws, 4 wins. That loss right there, that 5th game, that was when United beat them like 3-0, right after they got the point deduction. But all the rest of that, that's green dubs right there. So, little concerning. Their form is immaculate. Speaking of immaculate, big up Tracy. Says, big up Jacob, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you so much for the first super chat of the day, Tracy. You're always a big supporter of things I'm supportive of, like this channel, like Staffy TV. I see you on Twitter shouting us out, so big ups. I appreciate that. A United fan coming in here showing some love to a Tottenham fan. I absolutely adore it. Merry Christmas to you, Tracy. I hope you and yours are very blessed this holiday season. And thank you for sharing some of the sugar, sharing some of the love. Big up. I do appreciate that. So thank you for that. And again, I don't know what I was going to say, because I wasn't not expecting a little super chatteroni so early. Usually people like to, Chang's here too. Big up Chang, gifting 5 memberships. Who's getting the memberships? Mike Doss. You fraud, Mike Doss. Big up for being here, though. You've just gotten gifted a membership. Roy, Tony Bones, Musings of a Football Fan, and Ben Yetter. Big up. Merry Christmas to the 5 of you. Big up to Chang for gifting that membership. Big up. It is random, so don't worry. Chang didn't hand pick them, but it is random. So when people are sending memberships, we'll have a member show. Don't know when, but very soon, within the month. So you do want to get those memberships. So thanks, Chang. Big up to you for doing that. I also saw you on Talking Ball this morning. Shout out to everyone who has heard my cries for going and subscribing to Colin with Talking Ball. He just hit 500, so very soon can be monetized, and that's great news for him. He's been working real hard at it. So big up to everyone who has gone and subscribed to Talking Ball. Chang was on the show this morning wearing a throwback kit. I absolutely love the kit he was wearing. Can't remember what year that was, Chang. Let me know in the chat. But big up Drunk Vigo. He knows the rules. He did ask for a LeBron James. And there it is, and there it goes. But big up Tracy and big up Chang. Everyone, I thank you. Dubs in the chat for Tracy, dubs in the chat for Chang. I will make sure to get y'all a shout out at the end of the show as well. Those of you appreciate that. But again, going above and beyond the call of the booty here on the channel, and that's simply just hitting a like, hitting a subscribe, share this video, share the content on this channel with your mother, your brother, your sister, your cousin, auntie, uncle. If you got a dog, I've got Chewy here. I share the content with Chewy. I mean, technically he don't have a tablet, but you know what I mean. That's the general idea. You can do all those things, and that's free. But big up to Chang and Tracy for going above and beyond the free ways of helping this channel. Thank you so much. Spurs GCTV, first YouTube chat member in the house, says, evening, Jacob and everyone in the chat. Big up Spurs GCTV. Big up Nick Brown, says, I'm getting pumped up for Everton. A tight win and a good battle. Look, there was a YouTube channel that I found on the YouTube. YouTube was blessing me. It was like, oh, you play Everton? You looking for Everton content? They sent me to Toffee TV, Everton fan channel. So I have been listening into some of their stuff. They did have a close cup tie versus Fulham, I think it was, and they ended up losing on penalties. But listening to a lot of their stuff, I'm a little bit more confident than I think I was, because while they do have those 4 dubs those aforementioned 4 dubs, they actually have quite a bit of injuries apparently. Apparently they're going through a little bit of a injury schminjury crisis. I mean, so are we, so really no excuses for either team, but we move. Let me see. Yeah, because Decore is out. I just pulled it up. Hang on, let me make it bigger for y'all. Hey, yo. Dele Alli is out. Mikolenko's out. Decore's out. Andre Gomez, Seamus Coleman, and Ashley Young. I will compare this lineup with the lineup that... Look, here's the YouTube channel that I was watching. So his lineup... Let me see. Is it the same? A little bit different. He's got Braithwaite. Okay, he's got Mikolenko, Patterson. Yeah, that looks pretty much identical. Yeah. I am actually a little concerned with Dwight McNeil, but look, we will get into it. I do have a guest that will be joining at some point. We will talk about it very soon. Let me keep saying what's up to y'all in the chat. Let me say hello. Archibald, how you doing? Everton are doing so well, they'll lose. It's the Premiership way. Look at Villa versus Sheffield. The rule is never think you're doing well. Hey, maybe that is the rule. Just never think that you're doing well. Big up John Joe, off to bed, going to the game. Big up John Joe, travel safely. Be loud and proud, my friend. Donovan says, Christmas toffee that melts in your mouth. P.S. I saw that little peek behind the curtain. Yeah, it was a mistake. Big up Nick Brown says, that's all right, Jacob. I'll put another 50p in the meter for yet another cup of tea. Big up. Sorry about that, y'all. Jazz Fusion's got an early prediction, 3-2 Spurs, saying there's going to be goals in this. Sahar, big up Sahar. How you doing? Happy holidays, my friend. Whatever you do celebrate, hope it's filled with love. Nick Brown says, I'm not sure about that. I feel a hard-fought 2-1. Hey, what are we feeling? What are we feeling? Get it in the chat. Danielle Azito says, good evening, Jacob. I'm feeling pretty confident going ahead of tomorrow's game, but I don't think it'll be straightforward as it could be. 2-1 Spurs, possibly 1 for Richie and Kulisevsky. You got to imagine Richarlison's going to want to score versus Everton, right? You got to imagine that. Big up Tracy for that super chat. Carl Simpson says, big up Jacob and everyone in the chat. Big up Carl Simpson. Mapin Prese, is that an I or an L? Prese says, they won against small teams. Well... I mean, who were they? Who were they versus? Let's find out. Let's find out. So they beat Nottingham Forest, Newcastle, Chelsea, and Burnley. Yes, all small clubs, but no easy wins there. Maybe you could say Burnley, but no easy wins there outside of that. Big up Baloo says, big up Jacob's son, Brace. Poro 1 goal, 1 assist for Kulu. Oh, brace for Poro. And then a goal and an assist for Kulu. Wow. Big up Yanis Rubelis says, big up Jacob and Chewy. Big up Yanis. Watch Chewy bang a couple tomorrow. Hey, Bracey, a quick Bracey. Big up Min Chi. How you doing, Min Chi? Good to see. I don't know what it doesn't show up on the StreamYards end, but big up nonetheless every single time. How you doing? Maybe Richie gets. Hey, I'm thinking Richie might. Big up Mike Doss says, "How did I get gifted a membership without me even being in the chat? You were ever present, apparently. I don't know. Don't know how that works, but hey, big up. I would like to say that you are here. We doing predictions now? No, we're not. We're saving them for the end. I was just reading them. I was reading the chat, trying to catch up before I dove too far into anything. Big up Alan Sibley. How you doing, Alan Sibley? Says big up everyone. Longtime supporter of the channel. Longtime friend of the channel. Alan, first and foremost, hello, buddy. Good to see you again. Hope you are having a blessed holiday. Miss you around these parts. Hope everything is fantastic and filled with gravy. Speaking of fantastic, I don't know about filled with gravy. I don't know what he had for lunch, but I do have a guest. And I think it's about time that I bring him out. You've heard enough from me. So lest I continue on, I'm going to go ahead and welcome in Ashmatic. If I had a soundboard, I'd be like, get you some real cool intro music. But hey, buddy, how you doing?
You said about gravy. Over here, we like Bisto, so that's how we do it. Some people
I don't
like
know what that is. That sounds like gasoline.
Bisto gravy, man. That's what we use down here, man.
I might have to Google that because I'm not sure what that is. But hey, first and foremost, happy holidays, my friend. Whatever you celebrate, I hope it is filled with love and joy. And thank you for joining the show tonight.
Same to you, my broski. Same to you, man. Yeah, man.
Always...
I celebrate Christmas. I do. So yeah, you can say Merry Christmas. You can.
Happy Christmas to you, Ashmatic.
Happy
See,
Christmas.
I changed it there. Happy Christmas. Merry. I've always wanted. I'm already married. Excuse me, Christmas. I'm a taken man. I don't want to marry Christmas. I'll say Happy Christmas. How about that? Just a fun little play on semantics there. But look, man, we've got Everton at the weekend. What's your initial thoughts? I might even run into you tomorrow on a certain channel, but what's your initial predictions? Just like, how are you feeling going into it? I think, I've been listening to some commentators. They've been saying, I think Tottenham should walk away with it. It should be tough. Both teams kind of in an injury crisis at the moment. But surely, but don't call me Shirley, we should feel pretty confident going into this, right?
Boy, you know what? I'll be real. Everton are on form. We're coming into form. I just think we're a different beast at home. Away at home, I saw the Nottingham Forest game. I'm not going to lie. It was a hard watch. But at home, the boys just seem to turn it up for some reason. It's a mad one. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they've got to entertain us lot. But yeah, for some weird reason, we just tend to do a lot better at home. Whether we win or not is a different argument because West Ham, we saw what happened there. We were good at creating opportunities, but couldn't quite finish our dinner. Newcastle, we absolutely destroyed them. So I'm just hoping it's more.
So did Everton, apparently.
Yeah.
Per what I'm seeing here. Everton won 3-0 versus Newcastle. Quite impressive. But they also Doucouré, that's got to be a little bit of a let's play on even playing field here. You're missing a key cog in your midfield there. Now we are as well. It might be we're missing a few, let's be honest. How do you think we're gonna cope? Let me. I know you were going on something, but I want to ask you something else I just thought of.
Go on.
Not only are we missing Basuma, we're also missing Destiny Ugodi.
We are. And that's going to be like one less player in attack, in my opinion. I personally think we're going to have Emerson Royale there. And here is the biggest debatable one, right? Basuma. Who comes in for Basuma? Some people say Lo Celso. I'm not sure because he's just coming off the back of an injury. So
he's always on the back of an injury.
I'm just thinking,
three all right performances.
I just don't think he will start. I think it's going to be between Højbjerg and Skip, and he's been playing Skip a lot off the bench quite early, ahead of Højbjerg. The only time I saw Højbjerg come on before him, I think, was against Man City. Højbjerg came on before him, but I feel like Ange said in his press conference today that he sounded like he wanted to give Skip more minutes. He kept mentioning Skip's name, saying, you know, he's going to get a chance, he's going to get time. So I just got a feeling.
You think there's a chance that Skip?
He said it. It was not even me. If I didn't say it. He come out and said it. Like, that's the reason why I'm saying raw. Boom. It might be Skippy. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying. I would have thought before that press conference, I would have said Højbjerg. But then I started to deep it. I was like, why did he bring on Skip for Johnson? Why did he bring on Skip for Lo Celso against West Ham? Why does he keep bringing on Skip? And then I'm thinking, what is Skip's best position? Is it an 8 or is it in a 6? Does he want to give him a chance to prove himself as a 6 as opposed to 8? Because I think he's been coming on and doing the 8 job. And I think the reason why he keeps bringing him on, which comes on to Conor Gallagher, is that he likes players with battery packs on them, someone that has legs on them, someone that runs around a lot.
Skip will do that. That's what, I was kind of talking about yesterday on yesterday's show was, a little bit of the links with Conor Gallagher. I said, he's an upgrade on Skip and Højbjerg. He's going to give you the same kind of like, he runs around a lot and he does a whole bunch of, this and that and the other. But for me, Ash, I just don't think his quality is enough. Skip is one of our own, but it is a little bit like we need a little bit better. Winks was one of our own, but he doesn't. He just didn't cut it. But he's playing very well in the championship. Oliver Skip played very well in the championship. Joe Rodon's killing it in the championship. Notice the reoccurring theme. I said in the championship, right? It's a little bit different when you take the step up, but naturally, like every fan, when Skip was on the team of the year for Norwich, whenever they got promoted. He was on loan. He played their entire season and was fantastic. And I had a lot of hope for him that he could continue that. And it's like he just kind of stopped. And I don't know if that's an opportunity, if that's a reflection of the opportunity or where he's playing. Maybe it doesn't best suit his play style. Look, I thought the other day he came in and there's been a few times he comes in and he does a job, not like in the flashiest manner, not in the most Lamborghini pulling up to the club type of manner. He's a little bit more of a Volkswagen getting you to the gas station. The ball fell to him in front of net, and he froze. He looked like he pulled up in front of the paparazzi. He was like, oh.
And this goes back to my point that he might be a 6 and not an 8. So basically, I think, and I prefer to have more of an attacking player, but I just think against Everton, they're a lot more physical. They like to play without the ball, so they typically have less than 50% of the ball. So Spurs can have a lot of the ball, but they've got Anana and they've got Idris Gay. So the two guys that they have are mad physical. So I'm thinking Andrew's going to go physicality for physicality, but he's going to pick legs. So I remember the AC Milan game where we saw both Sarr and Skip playing that midfield away at the San Siro. And they looked all right, to be fair. I can't lie. I'm not really a fan of the whole pragmatic thing, but I've just got a feeling that he's going to do that. I would prefer to do what we did against West Ham, what we did against Newcastle, even what we did against City, and just go all out attack. But I just think he's sounding like he wants to do this whole like physicality kind of running up and down that pitch, kind of battle it out with them in that midfield area, try to win that game. Because that's where the game's won in the midfield, isn't it? Their only hope is that they can progress the ball up the pitch by doing long balls over the top, winning free kicks, winning corners, or getting long throws into the box. And that's how they hurt us. But in terms of them trying to win the ball, they have to break our press. So the only way they break our press is if the players we have aren't good at counter pressing. So I don't know if Ange thinks Skip's going to win that second ball. Sar's going to win that second ball because of the physicality and the high energy that they possess because they're both young. And I think Skip might have more mobility than a Højbjerg. He can cover more ground than a Højbjerg. That's my thinking of it. I don't know. I would prefer to go, as I said, all out attack, and I wouldn't start Skip or even Højbjerg, in my opinion. But
Now, I don't want to read too much into anything, but before I continue, I will get my tinfoil hat out in just a little bit. But before I do that, big up Chang for the second monetary donation to the channel tonight. It says, to Ash, any Spurs loanees that you'd bring back in January, my friend?
No. There's a reason why we put them on loan.
Fair enough. Some say Reguilon has been the best thing since sliced bread for United, but I think Postecoglou got one good look at him in preseason and said no.
I mean, out of all of them, there's an argument for Regs, but nah. But because Emerson Royale, let's face it,
Reguilon or Emerson Royale.
It's a good debate. I would prefer Regs though. I'm not gonna lie, because I think Legs go, but he just can't defend. That's the thing. What you lose from Emerson is what you gain from Regs, and then what you gain from Regs is what you lose from Emerson. It's just like,
yeah. I think I'd rather have Emerson personally than Reguilon.
Yeah, I hear it, man.
I'm not saying that it's a great thing but look, we are in a little bit of a pickle when it comes to our selection because there's injuries, there's suspensions. We did get a little bit of news today. Van de Ven was apparently fit enough to play darts. So he also mentioned while he was there, in 2 weeks he will be training. In 2 weeks he'll be training.
Are you scared?
So long?
Are you scared?
I'm not scared. Just like, bro, where you at? You going up the stairs just fine. You look pretty. You got a spring in your step when I'm watching this darts convention thing that he was at.
You saw
looked all right there. I saw it. I was just like, bro, why can't you trot onto the pitch like this? I mean, hey, I don't want to say darts is a little bit different physically when it comes to football, but
explosive. Like you don't have to.
It's just a little bit different though, right?
I hate
one, you just stand there and you just throw, and the other one, you just run around for 90 minutes. I don't know. Yeah. Ugly Fish says darts is the first stage of recovery. I'm saying he went up them stairs very, very cleanly.
You know what? He's young. Everyone's threatened. He is actually young. So these young kids, they'll heal back like some of us. And he's a pro athlete. I think we have only got 2 games in January. I mean, apart from the FA Cup, makes it 3. But if you don't count the Cup, I think we've only got Brentford at home and Man United away. Am I right? I think it's only 2 games, and then it's February. So if he comes back,
is that true? I think there is a break in January.
There is a break. Yeah, there is a break. That's what I'm saying. We've only got 2 games. I think we've only got 2 league games. So everyone's nervous about him coming back.
This is something a host of a show should know, Ash. So thank you for putting me on the spot and exposing me for my lack of preparedness.
Wait.
January, we have 3 matches in January, but that's not including FA Cup, right? No, that is including FA Cup. So 5th of January, we play Burnley in the FA Cup, then United, then Brentford. But there's 2 weeks in between. No, 2 weeks and 3 days between United and Brentford, and those are the only 2 Premier League matches of January. You're right.
That's right. And then it's February. And by the way, Bentancur could be back.
He's going to be back. So I do have that little bit of news, and that's what the first thing I did want to talk about. Ange Postecoglou on Van de Ven and James Maddison's return from injury says both kind of January. Bentancur, fairly similar. So he's saying Bentancur not too far behind Mr. Maddison, Mr. Mickey Van de Ven.
Yes,
could we be getting the reinforcements in which we so require?
I mean,
February, think about Valentine's Day. Everyone's getting gifted a box of chocolates and a Bentancur.
It's kind of crazy to think about it. Like, could Spurs go on a run if we get those type of players back? That is my question to you. Like, do you reckon Spurs could I don't know, go on a 5 or 6, because we did 10 games with them. I'm just asking if you could do 6 games, maybe. I don't know.
My thing is, please, no one slide in on Mr. Rodrigo. That's what I would say. I feel
think,
so bad for the guy. I was just thinking about it today, and it was really distracting.
yeah, no, mentally, I think he's going to be so much stronger because they're coming back from 2 injuries. He's thinking nothing can hurt me no more. I've had the worst. Try your best. You know what I'm trying to
I
say.
hope, bro. I hope because man, that's gotta suck. He's like, finally, I'm free. I just had a great game with my national team. Here I am. You know.
Man gets licked down straight away on his first day back. Can you believe it? It's crazy.
Also, apparently, Matty Cash got hurt today. I just saw a clip of that. That's quite fun.
Yeah, yeah. I think
That's
his
quite
shoulder or
fun.
something popped out. It looks like it anyway. But yeah, that thing.
Someone said anyone who laughs at the Matty Cash injury is sick, and this is the response. Yeah, I'm sick. Fuck him.
Yeah, it's mad.
You got to be sick if you enjoyed that Matty Cash injury. Well, I did. It's kind of nice. I don't like to celebrate people getting injured, but when it's a guy who's injured so close to me, I'm okay with him getting injured. If there's anyone out there that can get injured, it's that guy. And good to see it. Pop that shit out. I hope they have trouble getting it back in.
Do you think before you come in, do you think we could have a midfield trio of Bentancur, Maddison, and Kulu, or do you think Kulu has to push back to one of the wings or gets dropped altogether?
I think he gets put back on the wing. I don't see Postecoglou dropping him. I see Postecoglou rewarding him for the amount of work. I think as much as I don't prefer him out there, I mean, he did bag a goal and assist from that position on the very last match that we had. So actually, it's obligatory.
LeBron James.
There you go.
LeBron. You know, he's the second highest assister after Son. And goals since he joined February. So, and he's looking even better in that middle. He's sourcing so much.
Yeah, he did get injured because of Cash. That is true. Jacob, show us the Madison 10 on the back. It's not Madison 10, bro. Who do you think it is, Ash?
It's Sonny, number 7. Hey, listen. I was gonna say Romero, you know, but I said, wait, let me check it.
No, that's the 3rd kit on the bed. I'm saving it for tomorrow's watch along.
Okay.
I'm wearing the Romero 3rd kit I'm doing a watch along tomorrow. For those of y'all here, y'all want to come party with me tomorrow.
Is he your first
No,
one?
it's not my first one. I just do them occasionally, and I thought, why not? I kind of want to scream it. It's screen for 90 minutes because sometimes screaming in my kitchen, all it does is scare my wife and scare my son, and then everyone's crying. The dog's crying. He starts peeing in the corner, and it's just a whole ordeal. Whereas if I'm in here locked away, it's just like, oh, that's just daddy in the other room, you know, tinkering away. Because during game day, Ash, I am a little bit different. My demeanor is slightly different than it is right now. I would say
a bit more hyped, a bit more tense, a bit more on the edge.
Everything you've listed, you can just add it to yes. You can put it in the yes. You are right. Yes. Add that and then add some other things. I'm all of those. I'm going through all the motions. I say a lot of childish things as well. Sometimes I really can't help it, but you know, it is what it is. Big up Sebastian says, hi, Jacob. I think this will be a narrow win, draw. Everton has been good last few games, but they are dealing with a bunch of injuries, y'all. So that's what gives me a little bit more hope. Big up Madarius Bunting changed his profile picture to Real Madrid, so there you know. Big up my friend. Hey Mardini, how you doing? Big up Matt Castro. I see y'all. How you doing? Patty Hartnett says just logging on to wish you a happy Christmas, buddy, and hope the 4 of ye have a great day. Big up Patty Hartnett. Hope you do as well, my friend. Good to see you. Look. I think we got to big up John Fitzpatrick. I see you, my friend. Joshua, I see you. Hello, how you doing? Adam Phillip. Adrian Shroka's here. How you doing, Adrian Shroka? I heard Dobodo might come in very early. I mean, that's the hope, right? That we don't take forever and drag our feet with it. Because the longer it goes, the longer we give United and Sir Jim Ratty Boy a chance to come swooping in.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, him. Yeah.
Jean-Claire. Mr. Jean-Claire.
Jean-Claire T. Yeah,
Jean-Claire Todibo.
to do or to not.
Todibo. Because what it is I got stuck saying it B first, but his name has a D first. So it's Todibo. And instead I kept doing Tobido. And it just kind of rolls off the tongue better when you say Tobido personally, but we're neither here nor there.
It's like Toblerone. Toblerone.
Did you just do the good evening?
Yeah, I did. Go on.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, every single. I was gonna let it keep going, but you know what? I feel kind of bad for him. The cartoon villain, he took a draw today. It had a chance to go top of the table. Had a chance to take Aston Villa. Again, you can't spell Aston Villa without ass, but had a chance to take them to top of the table, and all they did was get right in between Liverpool and Arsenal. Not enough to take Arsenal off the top, which honestly I needed to happen.
Yeah, same. I was kind of hoping.
Too bad.
But you know what? The same way, I think that could be our biggest rivals in that top 4 battle. So I don't know who you have in the top 4, but if we were to sneak into that top 4, I think Villa would be a rival. Or do you disagree?
I mean, they beat us. So beating us automatically, now you have a mark on your head. And now every time I see you, I hope nothing but bad for you. But when I see them going up against Arsenal in the table, I would prefer a good evening over, is it fucking disgrace?
Yeah.
Is it fucking disgrace? I can't, I'm working on my Arteta. It's a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace. Yeah, he's such a fraud. Big up, Becky. How you doing? Big up, Staffy TV. I see you saying, oh, now it's TJ's better than Jay. Mardini, hold that. You're a fraud. A very good, very bad evening for your funny guy manager. It was bad for him, but that's what makes it fun to laugh at him. Just go with torpedo, Jacob. What torpedo? What was I talking about?
We're talking about a defender from Nice.
Oh, torpedo instead of Tobido. It's Todibo.
Yeah.
We're figuring it out as we go. Jacob, the villain's manager, does not know how to win a league-only cups. Well, hey, just keep shaking the coconut tree. You know, it's making it a little bit more interesting for everybody else. Big up Shamu in the house as well. Good evening to you, my friend. Raw's here. Big up Raw. Good evening from Lemmy, says classy manager and human. All right. Well, there we are. Shall we build our starting 11? Wait,
yeah, no, you know, someone said in your comments, what do you think about Gallagher? How would you take?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of touched on it a little bit today, but yesterday I went in depth about it. But I really see him as a guy that can come in here and replace a Højbjerg and a Skip. I don't think our best scenario is him playing and being in our starting 11. I don't see that, but you know, there are things that he does do well. I think he's been Chelsea's best player this season so far. Who would you say is Chelsea's best player this season, Ash?
I'd say man like Palmer. Man like Palmer is just on a different wave to the whole Chelsea game. He makes
but he kind of had a little bit of a slump there. I think Gallagher's been the most consistent, and he's always there. What's the name? Had a couple. I do agree. Cole Palmer. Like if I had to pick, if I was picking a player, it would either be Nkunku or Cole Palmer. And honestly, Nkunku just because of clout. I just think he's so good. I'm actually a little bit concerned when he does get fully healthy. I think he can be problems.
It's funny. Jacob, I looked at Gallagher's stats compared to Pape Sarr's, and it's crazy. In terms of like passing, short, medium, and long, Gallagher beats him on all of those metrics. Where Sarr beats him is on shooting, but in terms of creativity, Gallagher's slightly higher. Through balls, crosses, like he does more of them. He attempts more as well, and also defending as well. So winning the ball high up the pitch, he does it more than actual Sarr. Not to say he would take Sarr's position, but I just looked at the two and I was like, interesting. So if Sarr came off and we brought a Gallagher on, the level wouldn't drop as much as like a Skip or a Højbjerg, if that makes sense. So I thought that was quite interesting when I was looking at the numbers. But yeah, in general, yeah, I think he would be an upgrade on a Skip.
Yeah,
Or,
I mean, absolutely.
Poch didn't look happy. Poch was not happy.
No, that's the thing. I would like to take away something that the manager of theirs likes. And he said, this is the club that wants to sell him, not me. He's the damn captain. He starts every single match. You know, and that's what I think. I like players that can start every match first and foremost. But real quick, big up to Wayne Bonner says, hello, everyone. Hope you're all weekend had a great week. 4-2 win for the almighty Tottenham. Big up Wayne Bonner every single time. And it is pretty split in the fan base. A lot of people say we should be striving for better. Like our standards should be higher to where our targets. Now, I think for me, it all lies down to the price tag. What are we giving up financially? If it's anything like I've heard 50 or 75, no. That's just, I wouldn't. The only reasons you would be paying that is if you need a homegrown, because of the English tax. I know English players get a lot more price tag on it. But for me, Ash, I just TJ won't have Hassam to twerk on this Monday. TJ Ward has a show with Hassam right now, and apparently it's a big twerk fest for each other. So a bunch of frauds, man. Bunch of frauds. But look, for me, Gallagher, if the price is right, I'll put it that way. If the price is right, I don't want to be spending 50. If we send a Skip or a Højbjerg the other way and get them for 20, I'll take it. 30, 35 tops is kind of where I'm at. But I don't see them selling for 35. I see the only way getting him is like 50 minimum.
Chelsea captain. It's
Chelsea's cap. That's what I'm saying. Like
a mad one. Yeah, I don't know how. And Chelsea don't normally sell to us as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Like apparently he hasn't signed a contract. Maybe he's gone to the manager and said something, and that's what's rattled Poch, the way he's come out in that press conference. Or maybe the board decided that, you know, he's the one that they're going to sell. They can get some money for him, and that allows the FFP to stretch more so they can get their main guy. They need a striker, don't they? So I think that's why they're making a sacrifice to get one player out to get another one in. But Poch does not look happy at all. So that just tells you.
He can hold that. The absolute fraud. He can hold that, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you get.
Oh, man.
That's what happens. Well, you know, we are 40 minutes into this show, Ash. Shall we pick a starting 11?
Yeah, sorry.
That way we can then make our predictions on how we think this thing is going to go down. Now, there's a few question marks. Let me share this tab.
I use that one. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I like this. I like this lineupbuilder.com or .co.uk, whatever the fuck. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. Yeah. But let's go ahead and just fill out some of the automatics. I think Carrillo Sicario, we already know he's going to be in there. Pedro Porro, right? I assume he's going to play right back. I don't see him getting moved anywhere else.
Key player, I reckon. I think he's a key player for us.
He's been our best defender the past few matches, and then second to Romero, of course, sometimes. But and he's improved massively when it comes to what we've actually wanted to see from him defensively. Because I remember the Manchester United game specifically getting turned around 2 ways from Sunday, and Manchester United ain't shit. So,
exactly. Like he's so important to our build-up, our play. Then actually finding pockets where he can whip balls in like diagonals and stuff, balls over the top. He's just a different, and also he's been coming on the outside sometimes, allowing Johnson to go on the inside and get shots off. He's able to cross balls into, Richie. And Richie should be able to do a bit of damage going against his old club. He's going to be fully fit. He's looking a little bit sharper than he was before that surgery. So hopefully he'll be up for this game. He'll be hungry for it. I know like Everton will try to stress us out, but I reckon Davies. What do you reckon? Centre back, left-sided?
To me, I'm not changing anything. That we've applauded Ben Davies for the past 2 performances from what position? Not from the left back position. So that's I feel like Ben Davies has to go in there because look, if you're performing well and at a certain task that we're asking you to do, why would we say, well, not go see if you can do that? No, just stick with what you're doing well. Let's just not make it overcomplicated for him. Big up Staffy says it doesn't take great teams to beat us. Mardini's an absolute fraud saying he doesn't want to see this lineup, bro. No one's forcing you to be here, firstly. Just like no one forced you to change your profile picture to another grown man's profile picture. But hey, we move. Big up Staffy, a little self-deprecation on Manchester United. That's okay. Big up Tony D, Sai Danza. I see y'all in the house. How you doing? Hypnoise says, I think Pedro's better now with Sar in the team. I think everyone's better now with Sar in the team. There's actually a tweet that I have. Someone took a photo of a graphic here. Let me share this real quick. With and without Papa Matasar, 12 games, 9 wins. Without 4 games, 0 wins. That's what stands off the plate for me. Is 9 wins with him, 0 without.
Yeah.
Honestly, this guy was absolutely immense to a lot of things. I think he goes slightly under the radar, maybe not to Spurs fans, but to mass majority, because the things he does well isn't the stuff that you necessarily write home about. But real quick, talk to me about Papa Matasar. How crucial do you think he is to what we do? How do we build up? And then really, whenever we lose possession, I think he wins it back for us in all these dangerous areas as well. I really like the workload that he's able to put in for us.
Look, he offers basically protection to he's like security, you know, for like the Spurs back four. He's security for Porro. He protects everyone. He kind of almost like the jelly, because he helped Basuma to tick as well. Sometimes plays a double pivot, sometimes plays a fullback. Very quick in his mind as well to make his mind up. I think that's what's impressive about him. He's not afraid to try things as well. I've seen him try to switch the play, do balls over the top. Very long legs, so he can cover a lot of the blades of the grass. Move laterally very well, meaning move sideways, because football's about twisting and turning. He's able to twist and turn quite easily and doesn't get beat. When a player's running at you, if they're running in straight lines, it's easy to kind of mark that. But when they run across you or they're running diagonal, you need to twist your hips, turn quickly. And that's what he's good at doing. And that's why he's such a good defensive asset without the ball. And even high up the pitch, he doesn't lose it. Rarely does he lose it. That's what I like about Pape Sarr. He just kind of keeps that ball ticking over. But out of the midfielders that we have, he is quite brave. And maybe because of his age, that might have something to do with it. And I think he's got a higher ceiling. For me, if I was going to critique him, I just need to see a bit more creativity, or I need to see more finishing from him. Whether it be him running into that box, being an attacking 8. I know he's not an attacking 8 like that. But in terms of like adding to, because I don't want Spurs just to rely on a Richie, or I don't want Spurs just to rely on Son or Kulu. Goals need to come from everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how we beat low block teams like Everton, because they're not going to be thinking about Sarr. Sarr can run up undetected, do what Udogie did the other day, but from the right-hand side or even the left-hand side when he scored against Man United. He does that, we start winning games. Do you know what I mean? So that's my only point. That's my only, because he can do it. He can do it. He's got that box-to-box. He's got the energy. He's got the legs. He can finish. And even a team he used to play for before, he was shooting from distance. He was doing bits. So why not do it for Spurs? So
hey, lest we forget that goal versus United.
That's why
he's popped up into similar areas. Like, hey, Mama, we got a shooter. You know, Mama, we got a shooter indeed. Big up, what's up? TV says, big up, 2 handsome men. Hey, how you doing? Talking to me nicely. Love to see that. And speaking of talking to me, we got the Arsenal 03 says, where's Udogie, clown?
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
I love that clip. Every time I see that clip, it puts a big smile on my face. I'll tell you what. Destiny Doji, hey. I love that. Yeah. Hey. That's what I'm saying. It's Udogie month, bro. We signed him to the extension. It's Udogie month. But big up the Arsenal every time. You know the rules. You mentioned the goatee. You're going to get the celebrations of him. So there you are. Yeah, why the likes so low? What are we at, Staffy? I see 22, but normally I have to refresh. So let me see. I'm refreshing. 49 likes. What are we doing here? 82 people watching and 49 likes. How many votes do we got? 70 votes. That's like 25 people voting but not liking. But that's okay. You can do as you want in this life. The Arsenal's probably not. The Arsenal's probably the one that ain't liking it, honestly.
No pressure.
Adam Phillips says Sarr scored a few free kicks for Mets. I didn't know he played for the New York Mets.
Mets from France. That's who he used to play for, yeah. He was long-legged, box to box, popping shots off. I want to see that in the Spurs shirt. He was doing it on a regular. So if he can get back to that, then listen, everyone's going to be, hey. Anyway, where's that lineup?
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Let's get back to the lineup. To the lineup. Hey, line me up. Make sure, shape that thing. Shape that.
You know what I'm
saying? So we're going to go ahead, since we were talking about the beautiful man, let's go ahead and put Papa Matisar in the lineup. Can you see that there? What are we saying? Kulusevski in the middle? I want it, and I think I deserve it.
Yeah, I'm down.
I like him there. And then you know what? Move him out wide as the game goes on, because naturally he'll drift that way. But I love seeing some Kulusevski on the left side cooking a little bit. I love seeing him through the middle cooking a little bit. For me, Kulusevski, gimme, a ginger from Sweden, not on the wing. His name is Kulusevski.
I think he's even more important to be in the middle of this particular game because we're missing a Destiny. So if he's going to be moving off to that left a little bit more, in my opinion, if we don't have the fullback that we need to kind of join that attack, there's going to be more space for him to operate in. So, just bring Kulu there. Kulu in the middle for me. As I said before, he's like our second most highest creative player and goal scorer. So, and he's having a great season. So, he said he feels like a 10. That's his position. He used to play there. So, let's keep him there.
I like this. Number 21, and he plays on the pitch. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The Arsenal here says Lee won't be happy that you're using his clip. What clip? This one?
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
I feel like this, since that was a direct response to my video saying Happy Destiny Udogi Day, I feel like it's fair play. And he also pulled up my photo, pulled up the things I said on my channel, and then him and his panel persisted to laugh and poke fun at the way I support my club. So, hey, this is him impersonating me celebrating Destiny Udogi Day. So if he doesn't like it, he can hold that respectively. So there you are. Wilton says, I can tell you guys, I saw Papa Sarr against Nice came on in the second half, and I immediately told my grandson that this boy would be a star. Look, a lot of scouts also said the same thing, Ash, when it came to this kid was, oh, Tottenham just locked up a future world-class midfielder, because everyone was touting him as when he grows up, he's going to be. But not only did we do that bit, but we got him in young enough to where he could put it in the time, and next year he counts as a homegrown. And isn't that sweet? So the guy's got oodles of talent.
Yeah, I think all the top managers looked at him and they said, "Yeah, he's a great player." And as you said, a lot of the scouts were praising us. United were looking at him, and they were like, "Well done." There was like club saying, "Well done," giving us a round of applause for getting him in. So I'm happy to see it.
Do you agree with this? Lo Celso here for Adam Phillip in the midfield. For me, Ash. Skip, Lo Celso, Højbjerg. Is that what we got to choose from? Do we have a Matthew Craig? Do we have a one Matthew Craig? What do you think?
I mean, like, he surprised us all by going for Lo Celso. I think it was, what was the first
YouTube's?
Was it Villa or Man City? I think it was Man City. It was the first time we saw Lo Celso introduced. I can't remember. But yeah, I think it was Man City. And we just went more attacking. And then we thought he might change it against Villa. And he was like, no, I'm still doing attacking. This is how I play, mate. So then I was like, today when he came out and said what he said, that's the reason why I thought Skip might come in. You know what I mean? And because Everton are really combative in that midfield. So he wants to do fire with fire. I'm thinking, right, boom. Skip, it might be. It might have to be him. It might be him. Like, I wouldn't be mad if I saw Lo Celso again, only because what I saw against Villa, what I saw against West Ham, I just thought creativity. Like, if you look at that creativity, he added another dimension, in my opinion. I do understand where people are a bit like upset with him because he's always injured, he's not available, and he's been here for years. He hasn't produced, and maybe he's only twerking for us because the January window's coming up, and he might want to move for Barca. But Ange said, don't get on that plane. He's not getting onto that plane for Spain. So that means Ange obviously uses him, he trusts him. So I don't know.
He said, I am not leaving on a jet plane. I do know when I'll be back again. So, hey. There's been a lot of talk around Højbjerg, Ash, as well, going to Juve. I heard Napoli now. They're giving a little, hey, what you doing up there, Højbjerg? You want to come party with us? Look, Højbjerg is the captain of his nation. Something Rice can't say, but we move. This guy is in high demand now. Look, there's over 100 people. What a perfect time to say Højbjerg and Rice. Just mention them on the same sentence and watch the madness, because Spurs fans will tell you, you're embarrassing me. There was a guy in my chat the other day, Ash. His name's Tommy G. You're embarrassing me because you said Højbjerg is better than Rice. Like, I never said Højbjerg is better than Rice. I said Rice is just a spicy version of Højbjerg. Højbjerg is like a chicken breast and 2 pieces of bread, no mustard, no sauce, no pickles, no onions, nothing. That's a Højbjerg. He's gonna you can eat that and survive, but it's not necessarily what people go order. That it's not what you seek. You know what I mean? And I feel like Rice is Højbjerg, just the spicy version. Maybe there's some lettuce, maybe there's some mustard. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always make that comparison. A lot of people don't like it, and to me, it makes me feel good inside when people don't like those comparisons.
Have you heard of a thing called jollof rice? Jollof rice is
jollof. Yeah.
Jollof rice is basically spicy rice. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I think Højbjerg would be more long grain rice, you know? Like, yeah. That's how
I always said he's like microwavable rice. Here in America, they got that 30-minute, put it in the microwave with some water, ramen type rice. That's the rice I see. And that I don't want that. I wouldn't even put that in my Instapot. But big up Staffy. 100 people should be 100 likes, to be honest. Absolutely true. Big up Ronnie. I see you, says, sorry, Kulu, Lo Celso midfield. Let's take that to Everton. I'm also hearing that Lo Celso's 50-50. Real quick, big up Sean with Spurs Talk Show. The Arsenal says, Lee makes sense. You need to watch his streams daily to understand. I'll tell you this right now. That is something I will not do with my time. My time is limited on this spinning rock, and one of them is not listening to this man all day. That's not something I'm going to do. I'll be real honest. But, hey, he's doing really well. I think I saw him celebrating 90K, so he's doing something right. Y'all like him. Obviously, you're here being like, Lee's my man. If Lee can't do it, no one can. And he's going to be upset if you use his clip. Bro, what would I care for that again?
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
There you are.
There you are. It doesn't get old.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't. What's the AO? What's the AO for me? What's going on? What did I say? I don't leave it to Jacob with the food analogies.
I can't lie. I missed it.
I missed it too. I said it. Arsenal says, research before you stream to make sure you don't spread Spurs propaganda. Arsenal fans hate Lee because he speaks truth, and Spuds hate Hike because he banter them.
That is true. Right. I've seen. I know.
Like, again, what this man does is of none of it is my concern. But what I would say is when he's pulling up my face on his show and someone's like, hey, Lee's talking about your Destiny Udogie video, and then I look and I see him making fun of me. Hey, at that point, it's not.
Gloves are off. Yeah, I hear it.
Hey, no, I match the energy that I'm met with. You know, Ash comes here with the immaculate vibe. We meet him and raise him on the immaculate vibe, and then he meets and raises that. But whenever I see someone laughing with my face on their screen, at that point, I'm going to make a clip about it, and I will have fun with it. And again, that clip is so good. Destiny Udogie Day, yay! Like, oh, come on. It don't get old, man. It don't get old at all. But yeah, every single time. I'm glad that the Arsenal is here. Make sure you are hitting a like and subscribe on the video, no matter who you support. Zafur says, if there's a North London derby coming up, we'll peruse some Arsenal content creators. But why would we waste our time with that club? Give me more Spurs content. Hey, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah.
We say it, though, man, because obviously this left side's being left open like a door. Do you want to leave it to last, or do you want to tackle it now? How are you feeling?
You know, let's go. Since Kulusevski is in the middle, I think that naturally means Brendan Johnson will be on the right. And apparently you can't type Brendan without it not being able to find it. There's Brendan Johnson. Now, there was a photo, or well, the video rather. I tweeted it, so let me go to my tweet because I screenshot it. The guy still has a bandage on his face. He's still got a bandage on his head.
So you say another mask, or is it going to be like a the headgear thing? Is it going to be one of those ones where, remember Peter Cech used to have a head thing? Yeah, oh, he's got the scar face. Oh, he's got the bandage.
He's got the patch on his head still.
Yeah.
Bandage on the head.
Stitches, isn't it? That's what it is. So he might be.
Are we going to have Mask Brennan, Mask Kulu? Fuck it, Sonny. Dust yours off, bro. You had yours last year, but dust it off, man.
Bring it back. Can you imagine all three of them black masks?
Run it back one more time. One more time. But look, he's got that thing on his face. Speaking of thing on his face, Adrian Gia with the super chat, big up, says Højbjerg, a 6-foot football manager subway. A 6-foot FM subway. Fill you up yet empty. That's interesting. Oh, look, it's Hassam being a fraud as usual. Big up Hassam every single time. Make sure you are subscribed to This Is Football, Staffy TV. Make sure you subscribe to Talking Ball, all the greats. But big up Adrian Chia for the super chat. Højbjerg's that 6-foot long from Subway. They make a $5 foot long, and it's basically just air and stuff that resembles food. I used to be on a Subway diet because it was real. I used to work at a news station back in Dallas, and they were right next to the news station. So anytime I went for lunch, that's where I went. Because it was cheap, fucking $5 for a foot long of a sandwich. That's a good deal. I thought.
What was your go-to? What did you have?
I would just get all the meats. I would just all the meat.
Wow, that is wild.
Oh yeah, that is Ayo. But at Subway, Ayo. Let's just move it along. Big up Adrian Chia. Let's get back to building this lineup. But big up everybody in the chat. That was actually a major Ayo. Fill up with a foot long A. All right, y'all are Ayo. I know Staffy got that new Ayo show with Omar, but come on now, chill. Staffy shaking his ass again. So sick of this twerker. Hey, the chat is popping right now. Shout out to 110 of y'all across all 3 platforms. Make sure you are hitting a like one time for the one time. Yeah, foot long meat. That's kind of Ayo. That my name is Staffy. Look at Spurs tattooed on my ass. Can I play the video that you sent me, Hassam? Am I allowed to, or are we waiting to debut it to the public? Because I wouldn't mind just having it at the ready whenever I. Let me know if I'm allowed. Let me know This Is Football. Play it. All right, let me get that on there. But real quick, while I do that, let me get back to the lineup. These guys are having some fun. Staffy says don't play it. Hassam says play it. Y'all, who wants to see the who want to see the video?
I'm kind of scared. I'm a bit nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you want to see it? It's about Staffy.
Video. I want to see the video. Okay, yeah, the video. I don't want to see it. I just want to see the video.
He says don't play it. He's gonna flame us if I play it. All right. How much is anyone send $2 super chat? $2 is all I'm asking. You get to see the Staffy clip that he don't want you to play. I will sell out for $2. All right. Roy Park. Ayo may be a reference to the late WWE star Scott Hall. Ayo is when there's an Ayo moment. Sam was on OnlyFans with TJ. Okay, y'all are wilding out. Let's predict this lineup. Hey, big up Surfer says, Merry Christmas, you fraud, and have a misconstrued New Year. Big up Winter Surfer, a.k.a. Winter Mudrick, a.k.a. Mikhailo Surfer. There he is. There he goes. If you play it, you'll have to send me the link to flame you. $2 is crazy. Legendary Surfer. Hold that, Staffy. Big up Surfer. Yo, them's the rules. I did say here it is.
Seen the length Samoa Joe is willing to go to obtain what he wants. We've seen what he did.
There it is. Staffy, because you're my friend, let me send you the link. He wants to come yell at me.
He's not happy. He's not happy at all.
Let's build this lineup before he gets here. I'm gonna play it. Hey, next time, when you see the video played randomly, that means he's here. But let's build this lineup before Staffy gets here to atone for his sins. I think are we gonna see Richarlison through the middle? That's kind of what I'm thinking. I feel like it's. I mean, was it 3 goals in 2 games?
Yeah,
gotta keep
he's doing all
his
right,
old
man.
club.
Doing all right. He's doing all right. See if he continues. See how his form goes against
so
his
that
old.
would mean, yeah, against his old club. So I mean, Son on the left. You okay with that starting front 3?
Yeah. Let's calm. Yeah, it's gonna be unchanged, I think.
Jacob, what's your Twitter? I want to clip the AO moment. My Twitter is up there at @Spurs of A, right there, my friend. That's where you can find the Twitter.
Oh, the live was covered.
The what?
The live one. They said the live was covering the Twitter handle you had when you popped it
I don't
down.
think it. Yeah. I think it's only for you though. I think for everyone else they can see it.
I can see it. Oh, shame. Oh,
Yeah. Sounds like my son's waking up as well. Samoa Staffy. Aston Villa versus Sheffield title charge. They were saying Aston Villa is in a title charge. Yikes. Ash, this is normal. You think 5-minute segment to take 35 minutes. I think that's a dig at me, but I respect it. Big up. And big up Surfer for the super chat as well. Where's Dyer in the lineup? I don't even think he's gonna make the bench this week because Ashley Phillips is healthy. We got Ashley Phillips back. I don't think we need him even on the bench. But look, we've got 2 more spots on this lineup. Lo Celso 50-50. So I'm thinking Højbjerg, or are we thinking Skip Smokescreen? What are we thinking? Or Hojberg?
I don't know. It depends if he goes with experience. I'm going to say you could play it safe and say Højbjerg. I think Skip might come in though, but I'm going to say Højbjerg just for argument's sake, because that's what we've seen. We've seen that against. I can't remember what game he came in for, but yeah, Højbjerg has started as a 6 before. And then I think Emerson Royale, left back. What do you think?
Do you want to know what I think? Hey, Staffy TV's in the house. Big up, Staffy, my man. How you doing?
Don't big me up. Don't big me up. Don't listen. You don't fuck,
bro.
I told you to play that clip. But
it's big you up every single time. First and foremost,
he's happy.
You know what it is, Jacob. Here's the thing. This guy,
peer
I hope he's still in the comments. This guy is trying every time and every day to stay relevant off my clips. Whether it's the Onana clip, whether it's the Samoa Joe clip, running around with his boy, what's his name again? Vel, moving like Davar and Muhammad Hassan. Listen, you can't call me Samoa Joe if you're moving like the Iron Sheik with no haircut. That's number one. Stop sending that clip. Stop playing it every day. That Vel guy, if I see him, you know what? I'm banning him off my channel because every time I see this guy in my channel, I know he's here to clip me. How about you stay focused on the football? How about you talk about the football? Because I just tuned in to TJ Warren's channel about an hour ago, and it looked like an OnlyFans session.
TJ Warren.
The amount of times they were sucking each other off on that channel instead of actually talking about the football.
Hey, yo.
Oh, we don't have a rivalry. I don't hate Arsenal. I don't hate Liverpool. Rice is a good player. Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. These guys are supposed to go to war this weekend. you know, for top of the league, and they're sitting there giving each other like pats on the back instead of fucking talking about the football. And then I get accused of being a Spurs twerker when he's doing the same thing for Arsenal. Well, you know what it is. I don't have anything negative to say about Arsenal. So these guys want me to have a rivalry that's not forced. But when I do the same for Spurs, I'm a twerker. Just make it make sense. Make it make sense, please. If this guy focuses on actually getting good football takes instead of twerking for Arsenal, instead of clipping me and putting me on a Samoa Joe, maybe he would have never shaved his head on fucking live YouTube for predicting that he's going to get fucking Bellingham and ended up with some Japanese player from the German league. Maybe he would have never predicted that he was going to get
Endo.
Just to end with a stinker, a 0-0 draw last week. That's the guy that everyone wants to call the Messiah. That's the guy that everyone was twerking for. Oh, Sam is cooking you, Staffy. Sam is cooking you. Maybe you should focus on the football. How about that? Staffy Waffle TV. Now, there's no waffle here. But anyways, how you doing, Jacob?
Hey, man, fantastic. Big up. I was sent that clip in response. I was texting with Hassam about something completely different, and he replied to one of my answers with that. And honestly, I did spit out my water at the first sight of it. I thought it was quite funny. And you know what? It's great because I played it and now you're here. So isn't that great? He sent it to you today as well.
Sent it to me earlier. Not to mention how long I've been ignoring this guy. Look at him begging for my attention. He basically sent me the clip. And I texted him in Arabic and I was like, and you get mad when I cuss you out. He was like, Jacob was crying when he watched it. I ain't ask you.
Omar loved it too, apparently.
Actually, that just reminded me. He sent it to Omar, and Omar sent it in another group chat. This guy's obsessed, bro. I'm telling you, he's actually obsessed, bro. It's crazy.
Man, people love you. That's all that means. Speaking of love, show some love to the video. Make sure you are liking and subscribing. Make sure you are subscribed to Southview Coys and Staffy TV, both of them tagged in the title. So no excuse. Takes 10 seconds to go. Make sure you subscribe to both channels real quick. Hey, Staffy, while you're here, you want to give us your thoughts on what you think about Emerson Royale as our left back?
I don't want to get accused of twerking, so you better be careful with your questions. You know, I gotta call you shit. That's the only way I get around with saying that.
Say that about Emerson Royale. We won't be mad.
Actually, Emerson Royale is shit, if I'm being honest. I thought he was just. I just gotta make sure, like, you don't ask me to praise Spurs, because if God forbid I said you guys are gonna win a game. You know what's crazy? Yesterday on the Lahwa, we actually did the predictions, Jacob. And I just said I predict Spurs to win a game of football. Saad said, "Oh, look at these guys twerking, man." I'm like, bro, I just said they're gonna win a football game. I can't predict. I can't give you an honest prediction unless it's called twerking. I don't get it, bro. It's like, why do I have to hate Spurs?
If you say anything nice, it is a little bit, people run with it, right? They say, like, if you say Emerson Royale is good at this, like, oh, he thinks Emerson Royale is a good player. No, I just think defensively he shows moments where you can get stuck in pretty decent, and he's got enough physically to get back and be at least a presence where a lot of defenders I've seen throughout the years at Tottenham Hotspur can't even do that much. So do I think Emerson Royale is a good player? By no stretch of the imagination do I. But I think...
Is that what you guys are talking about?
Say that again?
Yeah, we reckon so. Left back. Because
Udogi, I forgot that. I was about to say,
he's got that accumulation. And if you think about it, that challenge, and I don't like bitching about refs, but just real quick, that challenge was so weak of a yellow to give. Honestly, it was just a shoulder to shoulder, and he big man-ended him. And I thought that's allowed. I saw it all throughout the weekend, the rest of the weekend. But for some reason, when it was us on that Friday, he got a yellow for a shoulder to shoulder where he just big boyed a guy. I don't understand.
Yeah,
but notice, Staffy, as soon as you showed up, Hassam disappeared in the chat. I haven't seen him since.
Oh.
So.
What do you expect, bro? Honestly, what do you expect? Anyone who still believes anything that comes out of this guy's mouth, it's just your fault at this point. The guy, I keep reminding people this. The guy had to shave his head for getting a bad prediction. How would you listen to that guy? Like, seriously, how to?
He did also say versus Arsenal. I remember Hassam saying, if you go and you play this attacking football that Ainge is starting to play, you're going to get torn apart 4-1 at the Emirates. And then that never happened. He said the same thing about when Liverpool come to town. If we play that same way, that didn't happen. So, I mean, the guy gets predictions wrong. I get predictions wrong.
Bro, he's on the bottom of our prediction league. On his own channel.
On his own channel. Yeah, the El Aqua.
Bro, he's Luton, bro. He's the Luton of the prediction league. And for some reason, these guys still take anything this guy says seriously, bro. Like, honestly, it's just shame on you at this point. Greminem is crazy. Cameron, we're not talking about Greminem here. I don't think Jacob even knows what Greminem is.
Does that have to do with Grim?
You missed it. It was the AO show. Listen, the AO show
the AO
debut was legendary. What happened is, okay, this is a real, just quick update. Griggs got a do-rag for Secret Santa. Him and his friends, they just all got matching do-rags. And yes, that's very normal. If you live in Queens, that's very normal. Anyways, Omar exposed this picture while we were live. Griggs got tight, but Griggs said, if we get $50 super chat, I'll go live with the do-rag. And we ended up getting more than 50. So he ended up going live. So one of the nicknames, because he's basically Eminem with a do-rag. Someone's called him Greminem. Griggs and Eminem, Greminem. And then we also called him the Greek Shady. Greek Shady. Nah, listen, that shit was legendary. LFC for the double is actually running around with his picture still. So if you spot LFC for the double, you're gonna see him using his AVI.
Mad.
Yeah, you're not even allowed to say that in Jordan. Okay, so don't let me call it Sheikh Khalik. They would whip you 80 times for even saying that. Stop it. He already played the clip, bro. Stop twerking.
I did. I played the clip. He's here. We introed him.
You can't talk
Slim
about twerking
Griggs.
in Jordan. It's haram.
Oh, it is shaking the Jello makers.
Yeah, if they found that, listen, it wouldn't be a good look. They probably arrested.
Well, anywho, in regards to this lineup, I love that detour. We got a little bit of an anecdote. Shout out Staffy TV. Make sure you go hit a like on the AO show so you know what the hell they're talking about.
Since I'm a Spurs fan, let me continue the show.
Yeah. I mean, hey, your seat's always warm being that you're a Spurs fan. And I don't want to say anything haram here. But Ash, let me ask you, is there a better lineup that we could potentially put out tomorrow than this? Because I don't see one. I don't think of one.
Like I said, because Everton, they're so physical and they like to play without the ball. The only thing I could say is maybe giving more legs, you probably could put a skip over a Højbjerg because you still get the physicality, even though I'm not a fan of skip. Højbjerg's not, it's a techie one, to be fair. But after that kind of miss kick, when he did the air kick against West Ham, I was like, yeah, you know what? Højbjerg,
What do you think is better with this Everton midfield? Let me ask you guys. Who do you think is better to cope with this midfield? Because their midfield is pretty good, especially with Decore in there. But
Decore is injured, so that's a positive.
Oh, is he out?
Decore is injured. Yes, Decore is out. I've been listening in on some Everton chatter, and they're pretty much like us. Like, I don't think there's much variations we can put out there. And everyone's tired. So they did just play a match as well versus Fulham in the Cup that they lost on penalties. But here I'll show this because this will show Dele Alli. Mikalenko is doubtful. Decore is doubtful, but apparently Decore is not. So Mikalenko's 50-50. I think they're feeling about Mikalenko the same way Spurs fans are kind of feeling about Giovanni Lo Celso. And then Gomez, Coleman, and Ashley Young.
Andre Gomez is still on their team. I thought they sold him. I haven't seen this guy.
Apparently, Lo Celso trained today. So that's the reason why him and Johnson apparently both trained. So I don't know. He could be on the bench. It's more than likely he's on the bench.
That's the predicted lineup?
Yeah. But
this is the predicted lineup. Højbjerg, Sarr, and Kulusevski, and then pretty much what we have is what the predicted one says.
It's the box threat from Everton, because the box threat comes from set pieces. You've got your crosses, you've got your throw-ins, you've got the long balls over the top. And people are looking at Onana, because Onana came close to scoring the other day in the Cup. And then also I think he did score, or he contributed some way off a set piece in their last game. Their away record's pretty good, Everton's. So
he's going to disrupt a lot of your play, and that's the one thing that I'm looking forward to. Kulusevski in that 10 versus Onana, because he's very good at breaking up play.
Yeah, he's like he's only young as well. He's a young kid.
Oh, yeah. He's 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah, 21, like similar age to Kulu, but physically he's a unit. He's like a Udogie, like he's physically like up
He's
there.
just very tall too, so he's like
Amadou? Are you talking about Amadou Onana? That
yeah, the midfielder, yeah.
yeah, he's gonna get stuck right in between Keane and Tarkowski. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna slot in right there and really clog the middle of the pitch. That's why I would assume Brendan Johnson to start and Son. When you work the ball out wide with this type of formation, just let Richarlison get in there and start banging around in him, AO. But let him, try to wedge himself in a good position, either on the left side or the right side between that. Because Onana is going to drop into the space between those two. That guy is an absolute beast. And actually, I think I said in the summer, if United actually went for that Onana, I'd give them a little bit more hype because I think that guy's a hell of a player.
We are going for him. I wanted him last summer, and people didn't rate him, and now they're twerking for him.
I liked
50 million.
I liked Nana, but before Nana, I thought the Corey box to box was a top midfielder. I like his physicality, like his presence. Obviously, he's not going to be featured in this game, but Nana for his age, I think he was dope for what he does. But I think another player to look out for is Dwight McNeil. He used to play for Burnley, but he hugs the wing.
He's been very good too. Yeah.
Another threat. Like after the Corey, I think he's got the most goals and assists after the Corey. He's got like four goal contributions, I think. So I think
in his last 4 Premier League matches, he has 2 goals, 2 assists.
Yeah.
So he has been a key force on their offensive attack as well. And when I've watched them, the few games that I have, can't remember who they were playing, Dwight McNeil was kind of tearing it up on the left side. And I remember saying, when we play them, this is going to be a guy that I think we have to watch out for is Dwight McNeil. And then obviously Amadou Onana is going to, he has a rep with him already. So those are really my 2. Jack Harrison, are we concerned at all? I think if he plays on the right, that Jack Harrison, remember he did have a really good stint with Leeds, helped. He was the opposite winger to Rafinha when they were doing a little bit of work there under Marcelo Bielsa. Boxing Hotspur 57 has Ashley Phillips in the 11. Ash Maddock, do you think that Boxing Hotspur is right? He's going to play Ashley Phillips tomorrow and let Ben Davies go out wide. My argument as to why Ben Davies should stay right where he's at is because that's where we've seen the best of Ben Davies this season, is right where he is. So why move him when he, hasn't played well out there, and I think the 2 appearances where he has started as a left back or one?
Yeah,
which was
he didn't play very
the game
well
against Palace. That's what it was. Yeah, he wasn't very good.
Yeah, he got found out. He hasn't got the pace enough to operate in that left back role. I think Ange came out and said that he's been impressed by Ben Davies for learning the centre back role, and he does what he wants for him in that particular role. So I think on that basis, I'm going to say he's going to stick with him. I do understand, like, as a fan, I want to see a Phillips, like, at some point. But
the thing is,
be a reason why he's not put any minutes on him, because...
Well, he did get injured. And that's why he kind of left him out. But when we seen him play in the academy, Ash, he was playing in Christian Romero's spot. And then he also played at right back. So those are the 2 positions I've seen Ashley Phillips play for the U21s. So I don't know that I see him starting him at a left-sided center back.
He actually has played a left-sided centre back at Blackburn, but I
thought he was the center of a back 3, or was he the left-sided center
back
of a?
No, he was, but I'm just saying he has played on the left side of the centre back for Blackburn before, but predominantly throughout his career. Like you said, in under 21s, he's played like on the right or as a right back because of his height, his pace, etc. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't. Yeah, it'll be very weird for him to now drop Ben Davies. We're not saying Ben Davies is the answer, but off the performance of late, some might argue that against Nottingham Forest, between maybe him, Kulu, and Romero, he might have got one of the man of the matches. And then the game before that as well. People were saying like he played really well. Like, it is what it is. Like, Ben Davies, for what he's doing, for filling that gap, filling that hole, thank you. But we need to improve on that. And I know, obviously, my guy here on my left knows about that. We called him Torpedo. Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude. Sorry, my fucking dog knocked
Jean-Claude.
over my wife's music
bro.
thing.
We're trying to get that centre back from Nice. Manchester
Yeah,
United.
no. So Jim might have something to say about that.
Yeah. So I thought you'd say that.
Do you think? But do you think? Since you, hey, that's a perfect question. Since do
Well, I
you
was saying-
think that is gonna get done and dusted, and then y'all can get him by the time? Because apparently we're trying to get him done in the first couple weeks of January. It is Tottenham Hotspur. We might go the entirety of January dealing with this deal specifically.
But it doesn't
but-
matter because he's still got to buy him from Sir Jim. It doesn't matter if Sir Jim is at United at that time. He could be knowing that he's coming to United eventually. He's like, no.
Then I've also heard about the FFP thing that y'all are. I don't know much about it, but I've just heard people say
basically
United
can only
can't buy
loan
him
players.
because of FFP.
But what if they
Yeah,
get rid of Sancho? Sancho apparently
Sancho's being sold. Yeah,
being
he is.
sold. So if they get rid of Sancho, would that lead up some funds for? And also, what's the deal with Van der Beek? Is Van der Beek gone? Is Van
He's
der Beek
already gone. He's going on loan.
He's already signed a deal with
Frankfurt.
right?
He's
Oh,
going
so
to
he's on
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
on loan. He's on loan. But
Yeah,
obviously,
and then in the summer he could go for 11 million if they choose to sign him.
But
But
I think
here's the thing: Murto was just in Saudi this month, trying to
Yeah.
negotiate deals. He's basically trying to do what Bowley did with Chelsea earlier last summer when he basically got a fire sale and just sold him a bunch of players that he was trying to get off the payroll.
but do you think the Nice fans would be happy with that? Like, imagine your chairman's all selling players to
It
another
doesn't matter
team.
because he's leaving anyways. It's not like Tudibo's staying. Tudibo's gonna go to a big club anyways. Like when you're a starting center back for France, you're eventually gonna get a big move.
That's
It's
true.
a matter of
Hotspur.
it's a matter of him. I said big clubs.
To Tottenham Hotspur. Sounds like that's what we're doing here.
No, but my point
I'll
is,
take it.
he's gonna leave anyways. And it's like they can be mad all they want. City do that all the time with their players, with their sister clubs, basically. You know.
Do you think
they-
he'll go to United, or you look at like another club that might be coming in for him, like I don't know, an AC Milan? Suppose an AC Milan are in for him, or not AC Milan. That's a bad example.
I was gonna say it depends on the money. No one
Yeah.
has. First of all, when the Premier League teams come in for players versus other leagues, all of us in the Premier League, because of the TV money, we have more power to spend than them. Now it's going to come down to what you said earlier, the FFP thing. Because if we offload some players, because as it stands right now, we can only afford, apparently, from what I heard today, we can only afford 2 more loans. Basically, what we did last
Are you guys broke?
It's
I'm
not that
hearing
we're broke. We're on verge of reaching FFP. So when you read today's article, it's mainly because of the Casemiro signing last season. By the way,
Right.
Casemiro is the reason we didn't sign Kane after all, because of the wages that we put Casemiro on. Casemiro's on 375. So bringing in Kane, who would get paid more than Casemiro, would put us above FFP breach. So we couldn't sign him, and that actually was insisted on by Ten Hag. Remember this whole thing that they used to say Casemiro wasn't a Ten Hag signing. Apparently today it exposed that it was. Another
Big up Casemiro. Big up Casemiro. Every single time.
Well, then he's only saying that because he's a Madrid fan.
I'm also saying that because I'm glad he didn't go to United because he'd be bagging all them goals and assists in the Premier League.
You know, basically what it is, when I read it today, basically, if we didn't sign Casemiro, we had a better chance to sign a Rice, even though we weren't in for him. But financially, you'd have a better chance to sign a Rice or a Kane. But the minute Casemiro came in, it meant like those two signs are done. Yes, 375.
That is
Shout out Ten Hag.
wild.
Boston Kangaroo here. Hang on, let me make this so I'm not covering up Staffy. Says United won't be offloading players because no one in England wants those players, and no one abroad
said
can
England,
afford
no.
the wages.
That's not true. That's not true. Just thank God for Saudi. Who thought you could get Mendy off the payroll? Who thought you can get Koulibaly off the payroll after 1 year? Who thought you could get Aubameyang off the payroll? Actually, sorry, Aubameyang didn't go Saudi. What was his name? There was one more that went to Saudi. I mean, everyone who went to Saudi. You think all these guys were on great wages? I mean, if you could get Neymar off the payroll in PSG, you could get anyone off the payroll because he was on what 600.
I think even Ruben Neves, they ended up paying him like 275,000 a week as well, something crazy.
No, but the point is how much they're getting paid right now because United players are on the highest wage bills in the league. So that's
do you think Jadon Sancho would go to Saudi though?
I don't think he would. I think if he's smart, I actually think he should go to Spurs. I swear I'm not even joking. He would cook.
Bro, I
against
think he
them.
would. I think he would cook. I
He would
absolutely think.
absolutely
Bro,
cook. Don't listen
I
to
could see us or
City narrative.
City.
I
If
think
he
he
went
would.
to City as well, I think he
He
would
wouldn't
cook
go
as
back
well.
to City. No,
I
he
think
can't.
he'd go to Villa.
Nah,
Imagine.
nah. Forget that P&P football. That style of football that Ench plays for you guys, I promise you, bro, he would cook there. Because it's so much link up. It's so much pass and move, pass and move, pass and move. The only thing he would have to up a little bit is his pressing because he is a little bit lazy. He's one of those players because like he's so good on the ball they kind of don't want to run a lot. That's
Yeah.
one thing he might lack, and he'd have to step. That's the same thing they said about Madison. Madison was like that Leicester, but look at him now. He presses all the time.
Are you Ten Hag in or out? That's what I want to know.
No, get this guy out, bro. The guy's a joke, bro. The guy's a joker.
Hey, Ash, remember when our boy Daniel Levy was like, that guy's a fucking weirdo. He has no charisma. He's not going to be manager at this club. And I remember being very upset with Daniel Levy. Like, how dare that bald fraud be calling some other guy non-charismatic, a weirdo. And now we're sitting here a few years later. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel.
He's such a waffler, bro. Today they asked him a question. They were like, is Unana going to the AFCON or not? And he was like, I know the answer, but I can't say because I forgot what the sentence was. I tweeted about it. I was like, the brother can't even answer a simple yes or no question without waffling. The guy's the biggest waffler in the league, bro. He
So
waffling.
Staffy, what do you do if Ten Hag was to go? If you got your wish, who comes in for Ten Hag?
I said it early in the season. I said if he goes, I want an interim because I don't want the Glazers and their people to hire another manager. They don't deserve that to hire another manager because they already let too many managers down with their structure. When Sir Jim comes in with his director of football, if we get Dan Ashworth and what's his name, Paul Mitchell, because we're supposedly going to get both of them actually, or at least one of them. I believe the new footballing people should have the right to hire the new footballing manager. But the thing is, I don't think Ten Hag even deserves to stay until then. Because a lot of people are like, oh, sack another manager, and what's going to happen in 2 years? We're going to be in the same spot, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get that. That doesn't warrant him to stay in the job. If you're not performing well in your job, I'm not going to just not sack you because we failed other managers. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. So what? Let's keep him for the rest of his life, even if he's losing every game, just because we let other managers down.
I agree with that. Spurs do exactly what you were talking about. Last year we did that. It's like Conte's just not getting it done. Do we have a replacement? No. Fuck it. Stellini, Ryan Mason, the dual-headed monster. And then Stellini wasn't working out. We got packed by Newcastle. It was like, all right, then I guess it's just going to be Ryan Mason to see this thing. Just drive. You ain't even got to hit the acceleration on the car. Just steer us to the finish line, and we'll sort our horses at the end of the race.
That's what I'm saying, Jacob. They're like, oh, we're not going to win another Premier League or another title if we sack another manager. I'm like, bro, who even said that I'm talking about that? I'm just talking about the basics, which is winning football games. We're not even winning simple football games. What am I keeping him for? Because of previous trauma? That doesn't make sense.
What if he was to win you an FA Cup? Do you know what I'm saying?
We're not winning an FA Cup.
That's 2 trophies in 2 years from
I promise you we're not winning an FA Cup. I'll tell you, you know who's the interim that I wanted, and he's actually cooking right now. I said bring in Michael Carrick as an interim until the new regime comes in.
You know,
guess who's in the semi-final right now with Middlesbrough?
Yeah, Carrick, he's doing bits.
And bro, they be laughing at my takes, bro. They're like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, Carrick is playing. By the way, he took that team from relegation last year. They were about to get relegated, and he kept them. And now they're in the semi-final of a League Cup with Middlesbrough, bro.
If I'm United, I'm moving heaven and hell to get Xavi Alonso in, bro. Xavi Alonso right now, I don't know what. Hey, listen.
You think he would leave? Isn't he still in first right now? But Leverkusen.
First of all, he wouldn't leave because he's cooking in the Bundesliga. Secondly, he's a Madrid and Liverpool guy. He's never coming to United. That's like
they've already pegged him as the next Madrid
to manage at Liverpool. It's not happening. It's just never gonna happen.
What about a Zidane? You think that guy could get a tune out of what y'all doing?
Not at all. I actually spoke about it the other day. I said the managers that are more suitable to a team like this, because I was asked about what's his name, the one that failed at Chelsea, Graham Potter, and I said Graham Potter actually would be a better option. I don't want him, but I think he would be a better option because the one thing he would do, he would come in and clean up the core of the team at least. He's very good because I think people forget what he did for Brighton and they're just giving De Zerbi all the respect. You know, they're pretending that he got sacked from Brighton. You got to remember correctly. He left Brighton because he was so good that he got a job at Chelsea. He didn't get sacked. So De Zerbi going there and continuing what he did is more a compliment to the Graham Potter than him. And the one thing I said is I was like, he would come into this United team and he would clean up the core of that team because the core of that team is rotten. Especially look at how many England guys do we have in the England team? No one. Only Maguire goes.
Shaw
Shaw, but like Shaw's there on default because there's no left backs in England. If you're being very honest,
Yeah.
how many left-footed left backs do you know in the Premier League that could start for England? They're playing Trippier there because there's a scarce of left backs.
Yeah, there is
And they have so many right backs. He would come in and he would clean the core of this team. That's the one thing I said. But I don't think he would be the guy to lead us to like future success. Thank you, Wilton, for the next
Big
comment.
up, Wilton.
Yeah, I actually rate Graham Potter more than most people. But back to Zidane. Zidane, a lot of people forget this. I said the guy came into Madrid and probably inherited one of the best teams in football history.
And
It's
he
not
kinda
really
made it
that
worse,
hard to
didn't he?
come in. Was that?
Then by the end, they were worse.
No, but
Right.
after a while, like he came in, listen, he won 3 Champions Leagues in a row, but he had prime Bale, prime Benzema, prime Modric, prime Ronaldo, prime Cruz, prime Casemiro, prime Marcelo, prime Ramos.
Yeah, so he chilling.
It wasn't
yeah,
that
he chilling.
hard. And I'm not taking that credit away from him, but you did that because you had great players. What tune is he going to get out of Anthony? What tune is he going to get out of Rashford? What tune is he going to get
Also,
out of
Dan doesn't really like to speak English. I don't think he would go
He
to
didn't even
United.
like to talk at all. That's what I've heard. He don't like to speak at all. He just fucking looks at you.
To me, he's one of those premium managers. You know how people say Pep is a checkbook manager? To me, he's the same thing. Like you got to give him premium players to do what he could do. Because once that team kind of got washed and they start selling him, what did Zidane do? He won him 1 league, but like they weren't that good. Like if you really look at it, he kind of needs his ingredients. I said he's a 5-star chef. You can't go to Aldi, buy him like bootleg fucking ingredients and tell him to cook something premium for it. Like no, if you get a premium manager, you gotta get premium players. And we don't have a premium team, so there's no point of getting Zidane. Zidane is not someone who's going to come in and develop a team. He's not going to improve a team. He's the final piece to a very good team to win you something because he's an elite manager, but that's about it. I said the manager who's more suitable to us is someone like Unai Emery because Unai Emery, you can give him anything and he'll make something out of it. The guy's proven it throughout his career. People were like, yeah, but he's not that big club manager. Let's be honest. Take the name Manchester United away. When you look at this team, is this a big team?
The thing is, though, I don't know. When it comes to personalities and
You're going to
characters,
say the pressure, aren't you?
I don't know. Like, yeah, it's the pressure. United are a different animal to other clubs.
Just because of the name, but when you look at the personnel on the pitch, look at compare the Villa team to our team. Is there really a gap between us?
No,
If anything, they look better than us.
At the moment, there isn't. But I'm just looking at his Arsenal stint, and I'm thinking he had a lot of divas there. PSG, a lot of divas. Do you know what I'm saying? I know he won a title and he got to Champions League final.
Let me ask you something. Don't you feel like he just came at the worst time? Same thing.
Yeah. After Wenger, yeah.
Exactly. It was that club was very toxic after Wenger left, and he was the successor to their best ever manager. That's low-key the same thing that happened to Moyes. Because Moyes, we thought he was shit, but then after United, Moyes wasn't actually that bad. A lot of people were like, you know what? He's actually not a bad manager. He just came at a worse time at United because he had to succeed Sir Alex, one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. That's the same thing I think happened to Emery. Emery, this is another thing that I want people to remember. Emery went into that Villa team. Who was there? Gerrard. Gerrard almost got that team relegated. So he was massively underperforming with a good squad. He came in, got his guys, and he didn't get expensive players. He got an Alex Moreno, a Diego Costa, or Douglas Costa. I forgot his name, the center back. He got a what's his name? The winger, a Diaby. He got a few players that are his. He got a Pau Torres, and look at him now. He's cooking. He's actually a manager that comes in and just like he deals with the situation and just adds a couple of his players at no cost at all. Like he doesn't require premium players to do it. United is not in a state to get like we don't attract the best players in the world. We're not gonna get an Mbappe if Zidane is here. we're not gonna get whoever like is the best in their position in the world. So what's the point of getting him? If anyone, if you're really being realistic and you actually like humble yourself a little bit as a United fan, you know you're not Zidane's level. You're actually at Emery's level. Maybe Emery would eventually lead you on to that level where someone comes in.
You're on what level?
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
I would love it if you pointed that. That'd be hilarious.
I would love it, bro. I would say good evening every time I start a stream. Good evening. And
every stream would be good evening.
Good evening.
Honestly,
and welcome to Stuff TV.
I could give a shit about his talent ID, the things he's won. Good evening is essentially all I need from the man.
Bro, he has like 5 Europa Leagues. He's an amazing manager, bro.
Bro, he's cooked. He has absolutely cooked. But still, his biggest legacy is good evening, and it will never not be. And I love to see it personally.
When he was at Arsenal, he had 2 women on the side. Do you know that? One of them looked all right. I can't even lie to you. I was like,
a good evening indeed. Hey, no wonder he said good evening, because he's
but listen, I'm cooking these 2 gal at the back, so it's all right. Yeah, you carry on.
Game, respect, game. Absolutely. Look, let's get into predictions. We still have over 90 of y'all in the house. Make sure you are hitting a like if you haven't already. But good evening to everyone who's still with us. Let's get some predictions out of the way. Let's since Staffy's here, let's do West Ham versus United. They do play before us. And Staffy said he's going to redirect his watch along to my watch along. He did.
Oh, you guys play tomorrow? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, we play. Kickoff is at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. So I'm going live at like 7:30. So 9:30 your time, I'll be live, I think, for the Everton one. I'm doing a watch along tomorrow, so you're going to get a different side of Jacob. Everyone, it's a different beast. Watch along Jacob's different than today, Jacob. But
I'll redirect anyone who wants to wake up at 7:30 and actually watches Get Smashed to West Ham, because I'm gonna be up at 7:30. If I'm up at 7:30 and you guys don't like that video, I might just cancel my channel, by the way, because I'm gonna wake up at 7:30 to watch my team get blown by some fucking bubbles, bro.
It's not fun because Omar will show up with bubbles, and well, I guess it would be for you, so he technically wouldn't. Maybe I should show up with bubbles. Yeah. Omar's always invited. I love me some Omar. Ugly Fish, absolutely. 2 women is a good evening indeed. Get your predictions in the chat now for the Tottenham Hotspur game and Everton. But real quick, I'll just round robin. What's your score prediction for West Ham and United first, Staffy?
2-1 West Ham.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not winning, bro.
Wow.
2-1. Who's scoring the goal for y'all?
Bro,
Hoyland?
Probably McTominay.
I'm so waiting for a miracle to come. Come on, that's a banger.
The fact that scoring a goal in the Premier League is labeled as waiting for a miracle just tells me everything I need to know.
Waiting for a miracle. I love that song.
70 million for a striker who has 0 goals in the Premier League, by the way. But hey, let's back the manager. All right, man.
I can't get over that one. But you know, United fans are still backing them. So
yeah, I call them Ten Hag simps. That's what they are. Ten Hag simps. You know what it is? Sometimes it's hard to make an opinion. So what's the easy thing? And just stay with it. What's the easiest thing? We have a manager. Just stick by him, bro. You want me to do critical thinking and think about a new manager and this and that? No. That's too much. That's too much work for my brain. No. Back the manager. Frauds.
It's interesting. I don't know. Off the back of the draw, I think.
Wow, you were responding perfectly to me, Ash, even though I was muted. I was like, oh, very good prediction there. So, Ash, what do you think? You're like, oh, I think. So I was like, wait, I think I'm muted, but go ahead.
Yeah, just off the back of it, man. Off the back of the draw, I just think maybe they might have a bit of unity. They might go into it. It's West Ham, man. If you can't beat West Ham, just delete the club, man.
Was the last what happened the last time we went to West Ham?
We didn't beat West Ham, by the way.
Can you tell me what happened the last time we went to West Ham?
What happened?
De Gea fumbled the Ben Rama shot into his goal.
Oh, so it's Anana's turn, yeah?
Most likely. It's just, this is the thing. If you want my honest explanation to why, our midfield was good last week because Bruno was out of the team. He's going to bring him back in, and he's not going to Mitch McTominay. He's going to go back to a solo six. The logical thing, if you're the manager, what would you change about last week's midfield?
He's your captain, by the way. He's your captain, isn't it? Is he a
He
captain?
captained us last week because Bruno was out and Maguire was out.
But Bruno's your captain, I mean.
Yeah,
Bruno's
Bruno's
your
good.
captain. So
Yeah.
you're definitely starting Bruno then. If he's your captain, he's
Oh yeah,
definitely
he's starting. No, but that's not the point. My point is the logical thing would be to bench McTominay and bring Bruno into this team.
McTominay. He likes McTominay. He
But
doesn't
what
want
he's
to.
gonna do exactly? What he's gonna do is he's gonna keep
McTominay's keeping him
McTominay.
alive.
He's gonna take out. No, he's not. He's gonna take out one of his sixes instead of doing the double pivot again, which was good
McTominay
last
is the
week,
air he breathes. Let's call it
which
right.
was good last week. He's gonna take out one of his sixes, which is most
Maino.
likely gonna be Maino.
Maino will come out. Is it Maino or Mano? How do you say his name?
Maino.
Maino, yeah.
Maino.
And copy Maino. And so then Amrabat would drop out. No, Amrabat would stay as a 6.
As
So
a lone six.
Amrabat, single pivot, and then you're gonna have Bruno right side and Tom, whatever his name is, McTominay on the left. Yeah, it kind of
McTominay.
it's McTominay. It's that soft middle, man. That kind of like soft center, Oreo kind of. Yeah.
He's gonna play the
creamy
single
feeling.
pivot again, and we're gonna lose.
So what's your score prediction, Ash?
I was going for a Desmond. I was gonna go for a draw, but
Oh, a little 2-2. All right.
You think we would score 2 goals in one game? We have 18 goals in 17 games.
Bro, McTominay brace. This game's calling for a McTominay brace.
I just think Delo might get a little knock, a little header or something, or outrageous shot from outside the box.
He's suspended, isn't he?
Dallas suspended. He got a red card.
Oh, I'm sorry, it stinks.
Yeah, he got the reds.
Okay,
Bro.
I just clocked. I'm gonna wake up at 7:30 to watch Wan-Bissaka break dance every time someone charges at him. He's gonna be on the floor. Oh my god, bro, it's peak. Well, it's peak.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah, not looking good. So you say 2-2. Staffy says 2-1. I'm gonna say 1-0 West Ham. I think it's gonna be a poopy match. You're gonna wake up. That's what I hated about it. I mean, I love, like, again, I do have an Antonio Conte little figurine, but waking up at 5 a.m. to watch us go struggle a 1-0 win versus Leeds United last year was absolutely horrendous. So did not like that. But
It's a win-win for me because we either win or people just. There's a lot of hate watchers that come in whenever we lose, so it's a win-win for me. It is,
bro. Yeah, I saw when y'all. What game was it? Y'all got your ass whooped or something embarrassing happened, and then 300 people flocked to your channel. Let me go see.
I hit.
Go see Staffy.
Yeah, bro. On a live, I hit 3.5K.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Most watch along on my channel.
I would tune him.
Hey,
I would tune him to see that. Yeah, I would.
I'm not gonna lie. Whenever Arsenal lose, I'm like, oh, TJ's not live. Damn, I want to see. I want to go in the chat and be like, hold that, TJ, you fraud. And so I would imagine it's the same thing when you're
TJ
getting
rages like
cherries.
a middle schooler, bro. It's whatever, bro. The guy today was trying to this. He was like old toilet, and I'm like, bro, old toilet. Like you can't do better. Like you really think that's an insult? Sound like a toddler, bro.
I did say old trap fart once. I did use that once for Old Trafford. So
that's just stupid.
Yeah. I'm gonna run through the chat, see what the chat's saying for the Tottenham game, and then I'll get the panel's predictions in mind, and we'll say goodnight. Chippy Napoli's got 3-1 to Tottenham Hotspur. Love to see that. Chippy's got 1-1 United Bubbles. All right, I could see that happening as well. 2 a.m. kickoff for Chippy. Damn, 4:30 a.m. for United West Ham. It's 5:30 a.m. for me. So I'm Desmond. Got a Desmond for United. A lot of Desmonds. 3-1 for Tottenham Hotspur. Love to see that as well. 70 million down the drain. Minchi is on the West Coast as well.
Can you not read Mardini's comments? He's suspended.
Bro, you're a mod. You can time him out if you want.
No. I don't want to time out. I just want him to see everyone's comment being read by his. It's gonna hurt him.
Oh, okay. Let me skip that one then. Tracy MUFC says Tottenham 3-1, United 2-1. All right, got 2 dubs for both of us. Like to see that. Boxing Hotspur says 1-3, Man United. West Ham have had a bad preparation bug going around and had to play away on Wednesday night. Maybe we could see that. Let's
Bro,
see
they
what
got
are the other
kudos, bro. They got kudos, bro.
Mohamed Kudus is so good. Remember Ash? Ash, do you fucking remember how much of a little temper tantrum I threw in the summer when they signed Mohamed Kudus? Do you remember? I think I had you on the show and you were like, bro, you have to let it go. They signed him. We're not gonna sign him. It's done. And I was like, but I'm telling you, Mohamed Kudus, you signed Mohamed Kudus. He is a baller.
Bro, I wanted it, but the United fan base told me just we want Mount. It is what it is, bro. This fan base deserves it.
Mount is That is
Dead fan base, bro.
crazy. I
Yeah,
heard he
dead
ain't been
fan
the
base.
same since Papa Montessori pushed him on the floor.
Bro,
but
good
that's neither
thing.
here nor
Maybe
there.
if that's what injured him and now he's been out for a while, listen, I wish you health, but you know, take your time. Don't come back.
United fans are saying, yeah, injury. That's the reason why he hasn't been playing. That's why it's
He was on the
unfair.
bench for about 5 games in a row.
This is
and
what
then
I'm
he got
saying.
injured.
Ten Hag's obviously not rating him. I don't know what's going on at United. I just don't understand it. But hey,
It was him, Amrabat, and Anthony on the bench at the same time. All of his signings. Oh, by the way, for banter purposes, did you guys know that his 5 million add-ons is basically if he plays 70% of the games throughout a title-winning campaign in his first 5 years with United?
I love that. I love
5
that
million.
caveat with a title-winning campaign.
Yeah,
So,
so they
like,
have to win the title. If we win the title, he plays at least 70%.
they have
of
to
the
win the title, and he has to play in. So it's not this year. So maybe next year he'll be able
the
to
first
activate that.
So they're never.
So he's got
and
5
it's-
years. Okay.
So it's 1 million every time he does it. So they're not giving. They're never gonna give it, bro. They're never gonna get. You're not getting the 5 million based on 1 year, Jacob.
Bro, he should fire his
Really?
damn agent for that. Because his agent actually was like, "Hey, look, bro, they said you get an extra million every
No, it's
time."
to Chelsea. It's add-ons to Chelsea, not bonuses. For him. His bonuses, I don't know what it is.
Chelsea are smart.
Oh,
It's the add-ons that go to Chelsea.
oh,
'cause we're still
they
in-
get a million
Oh,
every
right.
time y'all.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
so they
Chelsea are not
finessed
gonna get.
I mean, so it's like Chelsea finessed you for the sale in the first place, and then
Then
you
we
finessed them on the extended warranty.
It's like me saying, "Yo, Jacob, I'll buy you a PS5 if, like, I don't know, aliens land on the Earth." You're never getting a PS5.
Technically, aliens have already been here. The White House, the Pentagon have released the information. It is now not classified information, the unidentified flying phenomena, which so many pilots have encountered throughout the years. I'm not here to tell you and educate the world about the aliens, but they are for real. They've been here. They walk amongst us.
I owe you a PS5, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you do. And apparently, United are going to owe Chelsea twice for that title charge. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. Janice says 4-3 Spurs. Big up Daniel Sandoval. Cameron's got Bruno Penn 2-2. 1-1. Half a Desmond. All right. 1-1. I think those are about y'all's predictions. Nope, didn't mean to read that one. Hold that, Mardini. Hippanoi's got 4-0 for Spurs. Ryman Sun 2-2. Sun Brace. Got us with the draw tomorrow, Ryman. Spurs 9-1 from Rich. Rich, if this fucking happens, you better be here during the watch along, Rich, because I'm doing a watch along tomorrow. If we're scoring 9, I may get my YouTube channel may get taken down because of terms and services. And I know it's only Everton, but 9? If we score 9, bro.
Are you
Yeah,
gonna
I
have a
may have
special
to-
day for that, like Udogi Day?
Like what?
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
Hey, hey, come on, Ash, everyone at once.
That's a great clip.
Yeah, that's a great one.
That's a great
Zabor's got 3-2 for Tottenham. Son, and Richie. Love to see that. Hey, come on, Son, get the brace. Want to see it. I know I think he's gonna have a brace of goal contributions. A little bit of foreshadowing there. Big up Hugo. Boxing Hotspur says 2-2 draw. Everton are style-wise a bad match for us. Yeah, I think Daesh, this plays into his hands perfectly. He don't want the ball. He don't want possession. He don't want that at all. He knows we're gonna have. He's gonna have fun. Kick the ball around to each other. I feel like we're gonna be working it left to right a lot. It's gonna be a lot of that. So, but I don't know about a draw, my friend. Big up Eagle MMA. Kudos. Yeah, bro, I'm not the biggest, like, as much as I love to say I mentioned Mickey Van de Veen first amongst the Spurs community, Mohamed Kudus is not Mohamed Kudus is very well known. He was a baller. Love that guy. So upset that he went to fucking West Ham. What a shitty club to go to. Ryman
Hey,
Sun
it's
says
never
also
too late to buy him. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I would love, bro. The thing is, he's exactly what Ainge loves in a player, which is a versatile, can play fucking 4 positions. He can play anywhere in the front 3, and he can play as a 10. I think they've even played him as like a box-to-box 10, West Ham have. This guy, I'm telling you, he could play whatever position you want. Yep, they are in the chat. Some of them, you might be one. Timmy's here, says Timmy. There you go. Mardini, you better super chat for that. This is the holiday season, and you're telling me I don't deserve a PS5.
You know what, Mardini? You
holiday
better
season,
send for your PS5, bro. You don't even deserve it anymore. That's all I'm saying, Martini. Send him your PS5, and you just gotta sit there and watch us play pro clubs. I'm kicking you off the team, bro.
Get kicked off the team.
I'm gonna give him the
Destiny
Sancho treatment, bro.
Udogie, yay! Love that. So good.
Bye.
Last time we won 9-1 was versus Wigan way back. We had 49 shots. Oh my god! If we had 49 fucking shots tomorrow, talk to me nicely.
Imagine it's changing the scoreboard on your watch along 10 times.
Bro, I'll probably be forgetting. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, I was about to say, I forget when it's 1-0. Imagine 10 times. There's no way I'm remembering.
Big up Ugly Fish says 9-1 day is the Boxing Day of Udogie Day. It's technically Udogie month. We're celebrating Happy Destiny Udogie month. He signed in the month of December. We may even extend it. The Destiny double month. Happy Destiny double month day. 3-1 Tottenham for Daniel E. Ozan giving you some words of encouragement there for tomorrow's watch along. Machiavelli's got 4-1 Tottenham. Danny D says 2-0 smash the T-Rex in the net. What? Timmy. Y'all are silly. Y'all are silly. Look, let me run it. Staffy, as a rival, you've made your prediction on El Echwa. What is your prediction for Tottenham versus Everton? And who do you see getting the goals for Tottenham?
I think I said 2-1 or 3-1 Spurs. I think I said 2-1. Okay. I might have said 2-1 just because I think Everton have been very good. I think it's going to be a close game, if anything. Yes, I'm not a rival, Martini. You're right. I'm a Spurs fan. I think Jacob just messed up there.
You're right. You're a Spurs fan. I forgot that you twerk for him. That's my fault.
Yeah, so I was the third Spurs fan here, allegedly. I think I said either 2 or 3. I think it's going to be a close game. One thing about Everton and Sundays in general, they know how to kind of like disturb teams, especially a team like you guys with a definite style of play. You guys play that pretty football, I should say. And they're very good at interrupting that, so it's a matter of who's going to outdo who. If they manage to get you guys off your game with a few rough tackles here and there, and you guys don't get to play that fluid football on the floor easily like you usually do, then it's going to be a much closer game than expected. But I think you guys are going to outclass them. You still have more quality than them. And listen, we personally just went to them not too long ago, and we were the only team that beat them in I don't know how many of their last few games, but they were still better than us, if I'm being honest. It wasn't a 3-0 scoreline, in my opinion. They just had very poor finishing. And with Decore being out, I don't know. But I think it's going to be a 2-1. You guys are probably going to dominate the ball. You're just not going to get a lot of good chances, but you'll find it. You'll do enough. Richarlison's playing against his old team, so maybe he bags a goal. And it's 2-2 or 3-1, in my opinion.
2-2, 3-1. Like to see that. Except for the 2-2. Oh, 2-1 or 3-1. I like the latter. I do prefer the latter. Ashmatic, what about you, my friend? How do you see this game going? Who's getting our goals, and what's the final score prediction, my friend?
Yeah, I tend to agree with Staffy. They did play during the week, so I'm hoping they're going to be slightly jaded, slightly tired, some tired legs.
Lost on pins.
They picked up a couple knocks, couple injuries, so they're recovering from that. Similar to what happened with Newcastle when they faced us. Thing is, with Spurs, when we play at home, we're just a different animal. There's something about us playing in front of our own crowd. We just turn up. Away from home, not so much, but away when we're at home, we come out. We really start really fast. That's the thing we do. But
we were 15-minute FC for a while.
Yeah.
Wolves was about a first 15. That was it. I think there was like 3 matches there. Hey, look, hit the thumbs up. Boop. It was like 3 matches there, 4 matches. We were 15-minute FC.
Yeah, I mean, we scored like
Villa and West Ham too.
I think 20 minutes we scored. Yeah, 20 minutes we scored against West Ham. Newcastle's similar. So I think if we start fast again, that's one thing I noticed about Everton and United. When Garnacho scored, I think within the first 5 minutes, I think it was 3 minutes, we got popped that bicycle. That's when like you can get
the wheels kind of fell off.
Yeah, understand. So if we start fast, then again they're going to have that same hangover from that weekday visit. And it's just down to Spurs to punish because, again, we have a lot of chances, but we just don't always put the team to the sword. So yeah, we will dominate the ball. That's going to be Sean Dyche's tactic. He plays with less than 50% of the ball anyway, and they're going to just we tend to suffer against low block teams, is what I'm saying. We saw it against West Ham. They frustrated us, and they nicked one. They nicked an away win. But I think Ange will talk to the players and will be reminding them of that game, and he's going to make sure that doesn't happen again. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. A 2-1
win. That's
Yeah.
modest. Let's see what you say tomorrow in the pre-match pump-up, Ash, because usually in the pre-match pump-up, I can convince you to double up on what your predictions are. So let's see if we can do that. Real quick, before I give you my score predictions, got a super chat here from Tracy. Big up, Tracy. Double super chats for you today. Says that Staffy, what day is American Waffle next week? Aren't we doing it the day after Christmas?
Yeah, we're gonna do it Tuesday. So we usually do it Monday. Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what's that UK. I think that's 1 a.m. UK time. But since it's Christmas, happy holidays to everyone who celebrates. Obviously, everyone's going to be with family that day. So we decided to do it Tuesday. So yes, Tracy, it's going to be the same time, but instead of a Monday, it's a Tuesday. Same hour.
Just pushing it back. Yeah, pushing it.
Yeah, we're just pushing it back a day.
Yeah. Big up Tracy, big supporter of that show.
Big up Tracy. She always does. Yeah, she always shares our video. Thank you for the super chats here.
Tweets
and then
yeah.
Very loyal supporter she is. Big up Tracy every time.
Love to see that. Big up Tracy every single time. And Chippy coming in here with a €5 super sticker. Big up Chippy. Let's see what that sticker was, my friend. It is an avocado dancing. Woohoo. Or a yay, like a congratulations avocado. Happy Angemas avocado, we'll call it. But apparently, Ash, if you missed the show the other day, that also upsets Tommy G, the Spurs fan, when I say Merry Angemas. He said, God, you guys are so cringe. Hold that, Tommy G, you absolute fraud. But thank you, Chippy. Merry Angemas to you, my friend. Happy Angemas, whatever you want. Ugly Fish wants a Pedro Porro screamer. He is due a goal.
Yes.
Just some dude blazing a spliff sticker. All right, that'll work. Question, Jacob, would Yakub ever wear a silky on stream? Is that what you got Griggs to wear?
Yeah, silky's a durag. Yeah.
A durag. Okay, that's what y'all call it. I mean, I would. For what did you charge? Staffy, you charged 50?
50. But as I said, Griggs didn't actually buy a silky. He just him and his boys, they all just bought matching silkies. Bro, I don't know. It's just the New York thing. Don't ask me. Whatever happens in New York is just different from the world, bro. You know.
Oh my god. Merry Cringemas, Jacob. Merry Cringemas indeed. Bro, I will get clipped up if I pulled up Malibu's most wanted looking ass with a damn do-rag on. You know how trolled I would get? I think I have to put at least 50 on it. You have to super chat at least a 50 pock, or else there's no way I get clipped up like that.
You know what?
$50.
That's gonna be the goal for the next show. If we can get $50 for Jacob to get a $50 super chat for Jacob, I'll invite him on the next AO show and we'll force him to do a Griggs. But now we're gonna need a new nickname for him because there was Grim in him. I need someone to come up with Billy Ray Ice. No, Billy Ice Cyrus would have been better. We'll get him with the next AO show to wear one.
Big up Nita says, put your names back up. My glasses are crap. I don't know if Nita has met Staffy, but this is Staffy from Staffy TV. Do a weekly show over there. You want to make sure you get to check that out. But without further ado, my son is awake. So it is time. We are over 2 hours as well. So if you haven't hit a like on the video yet.
TJ's up?
Yeah, TJ just woke up. I got to make sure he gets his milk or else he's a fussy boy. Hi, baby boy. I see you. There's TJ. You hear him? TJ. Big up TJ Warren TV. Make sure you subscribe to TJ Warren, Staffy TV, Southview Coys. For me, my score prediction, I like the 3-1 from Staffy. It felt forced trying to get Ash to say 2-1. I saw a comment earlier saying it is going to be snowing on a lily white Christmas this year. So I'm feeling the vibes. We're less than 24 hours away from kickoff. I actually feel as though we're going to stomp them. Dwight McNeil may get 1 goal for him, but I think a 4-1, a 5-1 is on the books because, like Staffy said, once you score that first goal, they're going to open up. I think we're going to put 2 on their head real quick, and we're going to be like, yes, this is nice. And then they're going to get 1 back. And then we're going to say, okay, got to put our foot back on. The second half is where we get the next 2. I'm thinking 4-1, 5-1, something nasty, nice like that. Talk to me. Hold that, TJ, every single time. He ain't even here, and he's catching strays. Big up. Becky says Tottenham will win. Like to see that. Big up, Yakub, Staffy. Good show. Appreciate that. Merry Richarlimus and Happy New Ange Year. I like that one. There was another good one that's pretty cringy from Craig the Gecko Man. Merry Angemas and a Happy New Doggy Year.
Destiny Adoji. Oh, yes. Oh, Destiny Adoji Day. Hey. Idiots, man.
I love that clip, bro. That is one of my favorite clips I've ever played ever. And any excuse to play it, I will. So you can hold that as well, the Arsenal 0-2. Lee's not going to be very happy when he finds out you're playing his clip. Hold that, the Arsenal, every single time. Overused, bro? You're overused. You in here on 2 different accounts.
You know what's crazy? He has a burner with his name. How's it a burner if it has your name?
And how are you going to call yourself the Ayo King?
Yeah,
that's weird, bro. You go outside, young man, is what I would say to Mardini. Go outside at least once or twice. It's a beautiful day today. Staffy, are you live after this?
No, I'm not. I'll be up tomorrow early for the watch along, so you won't have to wait long. But I'm definitely not going to be live. It's almost 9 p.m., so I'm pretty late.
I don't know. Maybe you're doing pro clubs or something. I could send you. Ryman's son says, hit us with an ad, Jacob. I'm not going to hit you with an ad. Did you know you could do that, Staffy?
An ad?
You can literally, like, in the YouTube studio side, you can just be like, insert ad now, because you got a lot of people watching, and you can just fucking... Did you know you could finesse your audience like that?
Crazy. That is crazy.
It's like when you add timestamps.
No, it's on the YouTube studio end. So if I pull it up...
How do you do it? Okay.
Yeah. Then go to content, and then like you'll see it live. You could do view and control room. If it's like an upcoming or a live stream, there's like it's like 2 arrows and a dot. It's like this, and it's like view and studio. Look, I'll show you what it looks like. Look. So this is the YouTube studio end. I could literally just come in here and look. Now would be a good time to insert ads. It's already prompting me to insert an ad.
Oh, wait. Were you on the top part? Because it was covered by your name.
Oh, yeah. Hang on.
Because your box is a little bit bigger.
Yeah, it is.
Can't follow him. Can't follow who?
Someone in your comments asked me Machiavelli. They said they want me to have a take on Gallagher. But if you literally forward back at the start of the show, I've mentioned it already, just in case.
Isn't this weird? Bro, look, I could literally put an ad. This, what it's saying right here, there's this button. You can kind of see where my mouse is. It's right here. And you just click it and it inserts. I'm not going to do it because last time I did it, fucking 25 people left. Should I do it? Merry Christmas. You just got an ad. I wasn't going to do it. I promise I wasn't going to do it, but I did just do it. Sorry about that.
Mad.
Nah, that's kind of mad. Sorry about that. Hey, Ryman's son said hit us with an ad. He wanted one. How much to super chat Staffy off the stream?
LB, you're so shameless.
Staffy, what's the price?
I mean, to be fair.
Hey, YouTube Premium gang. Hey, he avoided the ad. YouTube Premium, you avoid the ad. Chippy got Pepsi Mac. Let me know what ad y'all got. The other day, someone said they got dick pill ads, which was kind of fun.
Wait, let me say something. $9.99, and I'll dip off the stream. Just a quick tenner for
a tenner.
Yeah, for Jacob's holidays.
There you go. A tenner. Well, technically, we're ending the stream, so you don't even have to hit a turn. See, I did it. 15 people left, Staffy. I just saw we were at like 101.
I
and
did
now it's
after. I did after the shows. You know what? You actually, I'm not gonna expose my idea. I have an idea, and I'll tell you off the stream, so people don't.
Yeah.
I have a master plan for these guys. Look at this Mardini guy.
What's he telling? What's he saying to you?
He's saying I'm the real Sam.
He's a fraud. This bro's got 3 accounts, and all of them are impersonating.
You know, yesterday
other
he
people.
was talking to himself in my chat with his account.
Pepsi.
He's like, I'm the real Mardini, and then with the other account, he'd be like, no, I'm the real Mardini. He was dead ass having an argument with himself. Look, he's doing that right now.
Weirdo, man.
No, I
Such a
swear, look,
weirdo.
he's doing that right now.
So we got some Pepsi ads. I see Pepsi Alpha Romero ad, which is
Romeo.
appropriate because I go by Alpha Romero on Spurs blog. Hey, big up Callum Roche. You got to insert an ad at the end of your outro. You all know how I've been doing it. Y'all know how I've been. I've been playing my outro, Staffy, and then at the very end, I play the Lee Gunner clip at the end every single time. So like I let my outro run. Everyone's leaving. They're all saying bye. I'll pull that up, and then before I end the stream, I just play the Lee Gunner clip because it's almost like world's strongest vacuum, only $10.99. I don't know what that means. Yannis says, do another one, Jacob, if you want. Easy coin, and I don't mind. All right. Merry Christmas. A Toblerone ad for Hippo Noise. Hey, big up Winter Surfer. As it's Xmas, keep Samoa Staffy on your stream, please. I got no ad, by the way. Interesting. So some people did not get an ad. Yeah, I think if you have premium, first thing I got was a Goon shirt. Big up guest, new name in the chat. But big up Winter Surfer. Appreciate the $9.99. Not even just to share some love, not even to kick Staffy off the stream. Isn't that pretty sweet? But big up Winter Surfer. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and everything to you. He doesn't have premium, so I don't know. Maybe you just lucked up.
Yeah, he has superpowers.
Maybe it never worked.
No, a few
maybe
people
it doesn't.
were
Some people were saying they're like, bro, I got he's got an ad blocker. That might be it too. Pepto-Bismol ad. These are some funny ads. I'm curious. I've always wondered what they're advertising on my channel. Toblerone, Pepsi, World's Strongest Vacuum,
Blue Chew,
and Pepto-Bismol. Disintegration hasn't gotten any and says I'm on premium. Big up Disintegration. That's always fun.
How did they do adverts? Is it on what you like via websites? Do they have your cookies and stuff? Because that
I think
one is interesting.
It's based upon my audience, I believe. Like, so the demographics that tune in is the ones in which that's how I understand it. But I don't know. It's specific to your cookies. They're okay. So nothing to do with
it has
me.
to be.
Okay, yeah.
Because imagine I'm watching here in the US, but I get a UK commercial. Like
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's crazy that you can put ads like that. But anyway, y'all, I am going to end the show there. Again, my prediction 4-1 Tottenham Hotspur. I will be live on this very channel for a watch along. So please tune in if it's a bloodbath. Hopefully a good one, a good bloodbath for us and a bad one for them. Ugly Fish says, yeah, it's demographic. I got an ad for weed. So isn't that quite fun? Clearly tells us what you've been searching there, Ugly Fish. And specific to country too, that makes sense. But look, y'all, it has been real. I do appreciate every single one of you in the chat who has tapped in. Let's see what the likes are. I see 2 people have subscribed to the channel since we've been doing the show. Let me refresh and see, are we over 100? Yes, 114 likes, 138 votes in the poll. Over half of you say Spurs will win confidently. 20% says jammy win for Spurs, and we're going to win because of the refs. So there you go. Hold that as well. But look, I'm going to end that poll with 138 votes. That's 26 people that voted but did not like in the video. So make sure if you haven't liked that you do. It's free, costs you nothing. But speaking of things that cost you something, let me shout out those of you who did spend some money here on the stream. Big shout out to Tracy for the first super chat of the day. Big up Chang, my guy Chang with the 5 gifted memberships and a super chat to follow. Just a little cherry on top of that whipped cream. Talk to me nicely. Adrian Chia with a super chat. The sponsor of our EAFC streams, Adrian Chia, is here. here. So thank you, Adrian, for always sponsoring those channels. Winter Surfer is here, $1.99. First one from Winter Surfer. We got 2 from Winter Surfer, just like we got 2 from Tracy. Big ups for that. And Chippy with the €5 super sticker. Thank you so much for that. And Ugly Fish with the last and the late great super chat says, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your watch along tomorrow. Big up, Ugly Fish. Hope to see you there. But if not, thank you so much for the super chat. Every single one of you who have spent even $1 on this channel, it's absolutely immense. And thank you so much. Look, I will see y'all before. I will see you tomorrow if you're here. I'll see you
Watch
tomorrow
my watch
before.
along first, then everyone's going to be redirected to Jacob.
If you're watching United tomorrow morning, whatever time it is for you, or tomorrow afternoon, if you're watching United, go to Staffy TV. It's in the title of this damn video. Very easy to get to. Subscribe. Let's see him get to 3K. And then also, make sure you laugh at him if he's getting dominated. Just put bubbles in the chat. Put hammers in the chat. It'll all be fun. You can put.
If you lose, you're going to get a good redirection. So you better pray for a West Ham win. Because you
come on, West Ham. Yeah, you're going to get 350
people
people
wake up with your hammers. You're going to be like, let me go check Staffy's stream. Let me see what's going on. I guess
blow them bubbles. Blow them bubbles. But big up everyone. I can't wait to see every single one of you back here tomorrow. Thank you again, Ugly Fish, for that late great dono. Is Ash on Cameo if we want to pay him to send a happy Boxing Day message? Ash, are you on Cameo? Can people pay?
I don't know. What Cameo is in like no, I'm not on Cameo. I'm not.
It's like where famous people go and like, for $20 I'll send you a 30-second message.
I'm not. No, I'm not on Cameo. I don't have that, fortunately.
Oh, well, you already got one customer with Ryman's son. But big up. See y'all in 14 hours. I just dropped the link for Staffy. It is in the title of this video, as is Southview Coys, where you can find Ashmatic throughout the week. But make sure. I'm going to go ahead, since I don't see anyone else live, I'm going to redirect this video on over to the live stream tomorrow. So I know I'm sending you to a place in which there is no more content, but I don't
leave
see
a like on the
right
video, turn on the notification bell, so when he goes live tomorrow, you're already set. Just in case you forget what time the game is, it's going to say, oh, the game's in 30 minutes. Then you go there. So smash a like now. No reason why you can't.
You're going to get sent over there. Hit the like, notification. Just exactly what Staffy said. But thank you, everyone who did tap in. No, I am not, Christoph. I would not. No.
Hey, listen.
There you go. Just sub to Staffy TV. Make sure you're sub.
Before you
I do a weekly show over there. Go ahead, Ash.
I was going to say, if Spurs win, does that make us 3 points off the top? I'm just asking the question.
That's dependent on the match after ours, Ash.
I know. I mean, like, okay.
Because, so technically, we're 6 behind Arsenal, who are top. Technically, joint top with Aston Villa. With a win, we would be 6 points. Okay. No, we would be 3 points. No, I'm sorry, my math fucked up. So if we win, we are 3 points off of the top. But if Arsenal win after that, then we're back to 6 points off of the top. But if we win, Liverpool win, then we would be 3 points away from Arsenal, 4 points away from Liverpool. So
right there.
Look, things are going to be interesting tomorrow. The way things shake out, it's going to be things are heating up in the Premier League. And it's absolutely. Is this true, Ash?
No, I'm not. I'm just asking a question. Am I allowed? Am I allowed to ask questions? I'm a humble person. I am. Honestly.
Christoph, come on, don't do this. This ain't politics. I don't like people who treat women like that. First and foremost, you gotta be a good human to get my love. But speaking of getting my love, every single one of you who tapped in tonight, get my love. Thank you again, Staffy. Sorry that we did have to play a video for you to appear. You're like Batman. But that is Sam's fault. Yeah, it is Sam's fault. But as always, folks, make sure you come back tomorrow for the watch along when we smash the toffees. Get your toffee ready. Let's enjoy. Get your Toblerones. Apparently, some of y'all look like Toblerones. That's why you're getting advertisements for that. But as always, folks, I want you to stay blessed, stay fresh. My wife just turned off the light. She's like, it's over. You're done. She just turned off the light and you're done in here. So stay fresh, everybody. Stay blessed. Up the lads. And come on, you Spurs. Good.
with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
Destiny Adoshi.